Welcome back, everybody. Hey, welcome back on this gloomy Saturday here in Cincinnati. Welcome back. It's good to be back. Welcome to episode 27 of the Goku and Kev Show. I'm your host, Kev the Galaxybender, and joining me as always, my main man and co-host, Goku Black.
What up, though?
It's good to be back, man. What's good? How are you doing? What has been going on in your world today, good sir?
Man.
Talk to me.
Well, in the last one I was saying that I was just starting to get into like PC gaming.
Mm-hmm.
I opened Pandora's box, dude, and there's no way to close that damn thing. No way to close that damn thing at all. I don't know. There's just so many games out.
Which now
Constantly finding new ones.
when you say close the box, like when you say open the box, like what be specific, what have you done that has led you to believe you opened the box?
I started playing on PC. Like, there is just so much free stuff. Just
Gotcha.
free in general. Like, then, if you find like a demo that's really good, shit, you'll pay that extra little couple change, to get the full version. Like,
So just the fact that you have access to, you just started PC gaming, you see all the stuff that it can do. Yeah, there's a lot of benefits to it. Like, it's pros and cons to anything you do in life. And there's cons to it because when shit goes wrong,
goes real wrong.
it really goes wrong. But there's what's up, Monkey? We got Magical Monkey in the chat with us. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate your support. Yeah, like once you get into PC gaming, a whole bunch of things open up. Like you get mods, free games, different storefronts. There's emulation. There's just a ton of different freedom, flexibility, mods, things like that. And then speaking of mods, there's this mod, this place where you can go download mods called Nexus Mods. And the whole thing about PC games was supposed to be freedom, right?
Yeah.
So there was a lot of people that were upset that they blackwashed the character in God of War Ragnarok. They turned the white character black. So there was mods, people created mod to undo that. So this mod website banned the mod
Really?
from their site. Yeah, and it's
Why?
like, yeah, that's what it's weird. And then like there was another mod that turned. There was some character in the game that was white. I think Geralt from The Witcher. There was one that turned him black, and they're okay to have that on their site. You see what I'm saying? So they're hypocrites. Yeah. So don't. So what I recommend, if you have to avoid Gamer Nexus for mods, avoid them. I recommend Based Mods because they host anything. There's another site called ModDB that doesn't fool around with that nonsense. There's a couple other sites too.
The mini Gundam game that I've been playing. I call it mini
Yeah.
Gundam to explain to you, but it's called Cosmic Break Unlimited or something like that. Ultimate.
Yeah.
Not sure. But no, it's Universal.
Mm-hmm.
Cosmic Break Universal. Yeah.
Mhm.
No. I did get a mod for that.
Oh, did you?
It was the Uganda Knuckles.
Oh, did you? See, that's what's cool about PC gaming, man. Like I didn't even know you did shit like that. So
Yeah.
that's neat. I've always been since I've got into PC gaming, like Brutal Doom was the one that Doom was the one that really got me into modding, and they're still releasing shit for that today. Like they released a new episode for Doom. They're still updating the game, like officially. If it new weapon, new episode, new monsters. Yeah, it's crazy, man.
So, but then it's like I have a slew of games,
Mhm.
and it's like I'm pretty good at generally all of them, and how I am. But there's a couple of them that I stand out in, and it's gotten to the point where it's like I literally have to report every day at 8 o'clock on at least that Metal Slug Awakening game because I'm a part of a clan. They're very active.
Hold off on that.
Yeah.
Hold off on that. Yeah, you're not gonna talk about that. Yeah, that's the only game you got on the list.
Oh.
Yeah, it's the only game you got on the list.
Okay, I didn't know because there was just so many. I can talk about any of them because then, I just found that Skyward one, the one with the robots that are fighting. That game was fast. Did you watch me?
Yeah, I watched a little bit of
It
it.
was real fast, dude. And then like I said, the Cosmic Break, that's a really good one. I constantly got to play that too. Then there's like Shit, I'm having a brain fart now. Mir 4.
I don't know. That sounds like some Russian shit. Mir.
Well, I guess it's called Mir, but I know it's MIR,
Yeah.
and it's 4.
Yeah.
And that game's kind of like a fire and forget almost.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because you can like tell your dude to go do the mission.
Mm-hmm.
He'll go.
It's like an auto clicker.
Yeah, he'll go.
Okay.
Run and do it. Well, I mean, it's not because there's still interactive parts.
Oh, okay.
A lot of interactive parts.
Mm.
But you can just set him on. Just go do your thing, dude, and he'll like run and do certain missions, and you can. It's easy for the grind that way because it reminds me of like the World of Warcraft grind.
Oh, okay. I got you.
But you can put this guy on auto. You don't have
That's
to
crazy.
stand there.
The game's playing itself. It's like, I got so much shit to do. It's got a fucking autopilot on it.
Yeah.
In the chat, Monkey said Goku getting that game ADD. Yeah, when you get PC gaming, that's what happens because you get a bunch of free games like on Epic. Like every week they give you 2 free games, and Steam gives out free games. GOG sometimes gives out free games. You got that bot set up that tracks for free games.
Yep. Discord.
Yeah, so like that's the like I said that is a really really cool thing about PC gaming is that you get access to all that shit that you were just talking about. You know what I mean? Like,
And then because I actually kind of brought up the Discord whole situation, like so at this point I'm moderator for like 3 different Discord servers.
mhm.
One of them's Battle Royale. Another one is well, I'm not totally a moderator.
Yeah.
I'm allowed to activate one of the bots, the Rumble bots.
Oh, okay.
And I do that for Dead Chat. Oh no, the bots hub. It was I got too many Discord things about it. Yeah, I'm like running a bot. I moderate, so it's not moderating 3. I'm moderating 2 servers. I'm Royale, another one for Metal Slug, and then it's like I said, like then I can do the bot, and that one I can drop on any server that has that bot.
Oh, really?
You can just show up and be like, "Let's rumble."
Oh, shit.
It's cool.
Yeah, you put a lot of work into that.
Yeah, that's like I literally will have one laptop doing all the Discord stuff, and the other one playing my games. Seriously.
Sitting in the command center, that's what I call it.
Hand center, bro. Because it's like then on top of that, I'll have that MIR 4 game running in the background, and I'll be playing another game over top of it.
Damn,
like,
man.
dude,
You're gonna end up dying like that, like them people do in Korea, man. They go to the gaming cafe and they just like they stop living. Like that's all they do. They forget to eat, use the restroom, don't fucking move. You gotta peel them out of their seat when they're done. Like,
that bad.
there's another one.
not that bad.
Well, yeah, man. Sounds like you had a pretty goddamn interesting time.
Bro,
So,
still not even slowing down.
but man, for me, like it's been kind of wild. So, like, you know, I know we ain't did the show in about 2 months. Like, it just ain't really like nothing been going on. Like, I had a lot of shit come up. Just like wasn't nothing crazy, nothing serious, but like just, you know, school, work. You know, I got a new position at my job, so
Yeah.
just a lot of different moving parts. Got sick for a little bit, so that's gonna happen time from time because this is a hobby. This is our hobby, and from time to time we will have to take a break. We may just get stressed out or overwhelmed from work or just a lot of shit going on. And as I mentioned, I do this once a month, but there's a lot of planning that goes into it, and I just didn't have time to do that. So, and I didn't want to just like slap together some bullshit. You know, we keep it grimy, but you know, I at least like to put some effort into it.
Yeah. I got you.
Yeah, so but I played a bunch of games. I was just going through games just to see if there's something out there I liked. I played Cyberpunk, a little bit of that. Game's all right, not bad. I played Terminator Resistance. That game's it's cool.
Yeah.
Cyberpunk has a cool character creator.
Yeah, I sat in while you were creating.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So I played Homefront: The Revolution. I actually really like that game, except the fact that they punish you for not playing stealthily. That's the only thing I don't like about
They
it.
punish you for what?
Not playing stealthily.
Oh,
Yeah, it's one of those type of games. Like, but
Rambo.
it's an open world game, and even when you're not like when they give you the sections where you can like just run and gun, like they don't. To me, they don't go on long enough, and they want you to. Once you get to the second section of the map, Like you open the second section, they punish you for not being stealthy. So I just stopped playing. I'm not going to finish that game. I already know. The Terminator game I probably will because that was kind of fun. But Cyberpunk, that's going to be a long game. So I was just checking it out just to see if it's something I liked, and yeah, it's a pretty cool game. I'll probably end up getting into that.
Yeah.
But those ain't the like main games I've been playing though. You know, I got other games I'm gonna talk about on the later on, but I've been watching like just old shows. I was watching the Terminator show, the Sarah Connor Chronicles. I've been watching that. I've been watching Married with Children. I understand a lot more because I used to watch it when I was little, and like a lot of the jokes went over our heads. But I went back and been watching it like, oh shit, especially being married and shit. That shit's it's funny as hell. So I've been watching that. I'm gonna watch the Terminator anime that they released. They launched it, and I heard it was pretty good. So I got a new monitor. We were just talking about that this morning. Yeah, so got a new monitor because my old one did the shaky eyes, and it's a long story. I'm not gonna go through it, but
Goku got
a new monitor. He got a pretty good hand-me-down, I guess you would say. There also was a update for Shredder's Revenge that leaked early. Did you know that?
For what?
There was an update for it. So
I actually did see something.
yeah, there was an update for it, and here, put it on your headphones so you can hear it. Like I put the audio on for this one.
I think I glimpsed something on Reddit. Oh.
Yeah, so this got leaked. I'm sure somebody probably lost their job, and then they went ahead. It got leaked. Go this way. It got leaked, and then they went ahead and just released it because like it got leaked. So there was no, there was no reason not to go ahead. But here we go. Yeah. And I don't even remember them in the cartoon and shit like that.
I don't remember them.
They are though. They definitely are. Cause I went and looked into it. Yeah.
I do not remember her.
Yeah. The him.
I remember him though.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So he's in it now too. See that. And they remixed the music too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they dropped 2 new characters.
And then remixed music.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, it came out of nowhere. Then like the video got put up, and then it got pulled, and it was crazy. Like, unless somebody lost their goddamn job.
Yep.
Yeah. So that
overnight type shit.
So that happened, and then and the good news about that is it's totally free. It's totally free. What you looking for on them?
Volume.
Oh, you can't. Yeah, you can't adjust the volume on those.
Oh,
I told you that. Remember?
I know, but
yeah.
All right.
You remember we had that conversation the other day? I was like, do you like it there? He was like, yeah. And no, I purposely turned that video down because we're talking over it.
I see.
Yeah, that volume was down, so don't worry.
That was supposed to over that.
Yeah, no, you're all right. Yeah, but yeah, so that happened. And Tokyo, I know there was a TGS Tokyo Game Show that happened. That's happening like right now, actually, and like that's happens in Japan every year. It's like a Gamescom or E3. It's a game show, and that they still have. E3 is dead, but it's funny that Gamescom in Germany and like Tokyo Game Show still happens, and they're still like lively. Like tons of people go.
That's cool.
I wonder what the fuck happened at E3 to get. I don't know, man. Because the rest of the world has to deal with the same shit that E3 did, like everything going online and digital and shit like that. So, and there's California's forcing digital storefronts to tell customers that they don't own their purchases. They're making that a law now. That's crazy. So I'd like to see how it's going to shake out. But yeah, and then also they put Terry Bogard and my Shiranui in Street Fighter 6. They look pretty cool. I'm still not buying those games. Still not doing that because I'm not paying for characters. Sorry, I get asked that shit all the time. Like, no,
Basically
nope,
pay to
nope.
win.
Every time a new fighting game comes out, a new character, you gonna get it, you gonna get it. Nope,
Nope.
nope, and nope. But it looks cool. It looks like they paid attention to detail. Like Terry looks really cool. And
Yeah, you said he looks older.
there's a lot of nods to like Capcom versus SNK. And like funny enough, now like the worlds are canon. Like they made it canon. So like Fatal Fury and King of Fighters, all them, they're all in the same world as Street Fighter now.
Said they were
So-
walking down the street.
Yeah, like, well, what ended up happening was, I know, like, when Ken, like, because Terry has his own story mode and everything, like, in World Tour mode. So it's kind of neat. And he meets Ken, and, like, they talk about, hey, I haven't seen you in 20 years, you know, because they all look older.
Mm-hmm.
You know, even Terry he's wearing, like, the same outfit, but, like, he looks older in the face, and he has his Mark of the Wolves outfit, too. But, and that's a reference to Capcom vs. SNK 2, because that came out 20 years ago.
Yeah.
It's been that long. Yeah. And then they do there's special intros with certain characters. And like one was for Ken and Terry, Ken to pick up Terry's hat and throw it to him. And like that's one of the scenes that they redo.
That's cool.
And yeah, so there's a lot of little nods like that. You see different SNK characters in the background. And like, yeah, it's just all the world's all connected now. So that's neat. And then also, that being said, they're putting Chun-Li and Ken and SNK's next fighting game, Garo City of the Wolves.
Yeah.
So, or Fatal Fury City of the Wolves, whatever, Japan.
What were you telling me
Garo.
earlier about them all living in the same city, right?
Yeah.
That's the way they did it to make it canon.
I mean,
Explain it.
no, they just said it. Like, they live in the same city. Like, Capcom and SNK just came out and said that. Yeah, they're just like, yeah, like, that's why this is happening. You know, just to explain it, like why they meet each other, because they've always just lived. Like Terry Bogard is from Southtown, but he was in Metro City. That's a place in Capcom, like where Final Fight happened.
Yep.
He was just cruising around, like looking for fights. You know, and he sees Ken, and they, you know, hey man, I ain't seen you. Let's go around. No, that's what they do.
Reminiscing.
He does that with Ryu too. They talk about
That's what's up.
different ways. Yeah, so it was kind of neat, but I'm still not buying the shit.
He said I'm still not.
Yeah, and then it's cool that they're putting Ken and Chun-Li in the Fatal Fury game. I'd like to see how that turns out, because a lot of people think that we're gonna get a Capcom versus SNK 3 because they also are re-releasing Capcom Fighting Collection 2, and it has a bunch of fighting games like Project Justice and like a bunch of games, and one of the games in it is Capcom versus SNK 2. It's getting re-released, so there's a suspicion that they might be building up to like
Capcom.
and with that being said, that will be a huge like fucking money suck, because that's just the avenue for them to just fucking sell characters.
Yep.
You know it is.
Oh,
You know it is.
SNK, they had, what was it? You get 3 people to a team too? Oh,
That's what I'm saying.
They're
Like,
making a deal.
Yeah, the roster is huge. And so Capcom versus SNK 2 and 1, for the most part, they were just King of Fighter games. That's what they were. And they're for the most part, you know, it's 3 characters to a team, so you want a huge roster. That's just a reason for them to sell more characters. Man. So,
And it would be insane.
so let's see. So let's check the chat. So yeah, Monkey's right. Magical Monkey in the chat, he says he's not paying for the chess pieces. Yeah, like if you buy a fighting game, man, you shouldn't have to pay for the like
When you buy a chess game, you get the board and all the pieces.
people support this shit. That's the problem. People support this shit. This is why we are here. I said this so many times. Like, people quit because there's shit happening in the industry now that is proving me right. It's like, if you vote with your wallet, shit changes. And like, fighting game community, they're one of the worst. They buy all this shit. They get hyped to see DLC shit announced before like right now they're announcing DLC for fucking the new Fatal Fury game. The game's not out. Yeah, they do it all the time. People accept it. I was like, people should be like, no, I'm not buying that. I'm not buying that
Game and then give it to me.
Yeah, it's crazy. So yeah, that happened. I picked up a PlayStation Vita TV, and what it is it's so the PlayStation Vita is Sony's their second handheld that they had. It failed because of the storage. That was the main reason. The storage. No, it was expensive and it was proprietary. So like you could it was like only made, you couldn't like get a micro SD card. You had to get their memory stick. That's what it's called. And they were expensive. That's what sort of killed it. But man, some of the games on it are fantastic.
That one game, what is it called again?
What? Which one?
The one with the sword.
Oh, you're talking about Muramasa?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna talk about that in my section, but that's actually a Wii game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a well. I'll go into that, but yeah, but there's a lot of like cool games for it, regardless of that one. There's just tons of them, and I play the Vita sometimes. Like if I'm watching TV and and I'm just chilling, I'll play the Vita. Or if I go somewhere, I'll take it with me. Or like it's got a lot of cool games, but there's some games that are just fitted better on TV. And what it does is it takes the PSTV, it takes the Vita games and it allows them to be played on the TV. It's like a whole little small little streaming box. It's real. That's what it looks like. But you can go to the PlayStation's Vita store and there are games that have to be converted to it because like the Vita has a touch front and back touchscreen. And imagine trying to play a game.
You mean like a top screen and a bottom screen?
No,
like
front and back on the back.
You could touch stuff on the back?
Yeah, there's a back touch screen.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so like games like Tearaway and stuff like that where you have to like do stuff at the bottom. Imagine trying to play it out of a controller. Like it.
Oh, you couldn't.
It'd be so the developer has to go in and like change the way the game functions. There's a option inside the code that allows them to kick it into PSTV mode so it can be played on the device at all, and then they have to go in and rework it like Killzone did that. They reworked all the touchscreen controls to work on thumbsticks. You know what I'm saying? But it's just a cool way to play, games on a TV without emulation because some games are stuck there. Like,
well, that's kind of cool though that the developers actually went back and actually spent that extra.
Some of them did, yeah. A lot of them did, yeah. A lot of them did, and
that's good.
And it was weird because they didn't have to do that. Like that was just the most part loss of money because the device failed. But I mean, I had picked it up when. Like I overpaid for it because they were liquidating that thing for like pennies. Like it was like $40. Like because it came out for $100. It was $99.
Okay.
And then like they didn't sell. They got discontinued, so they were just selling it for like $40.
Just
and then I didn't have a reason to get one at the time. Like I didn't think I was gonna. Well, like I was like, well, why am I gonna play these games on my TV? Like I didn't have a reason to. Like I just didn't see a reason to for some reason, and I didn't realize like Muramasa was on there, and it was only on there. Like there are games that are only on there. So I didn't realize that until too late. Yeah, I didn't realize. Yeah, so that happened. But I've been having a good time with that. So and I'll get into that when I get up to my segment. So, but in the interest of full disclosure, none of my views and opinions represent either my employers. I'm sure this is the same for Goku.
Yes, sir.
This is a very, very, very casual show. However, the content is very mature, so viewer discretion is advised.
Chilling like some villains.
We mix we're just a mix of let's plays and gaming news, random ass gaming news too. So we're not trying to make money. Like I said, this is just a hobby. That's why like sometimes you might just have to take a break. But we just for the most part we want to introduce people to games that may be obscure, never seen before. And just to preserve memories from my daughter. Like I said, I do this so she has a channel to come back to and check it out. So like I said, it's a great way for me to be social during the pandemic. It was good for mental health. Like it's just it's the reason why I do it. And this will always be kept grimy from the basement. You know what I'm saying? Grimy from the basement. So that being said, Goku, I want you to talk to me. Moving on to the backlog section, we have Goku coming up.
Yes, sir.
Excuse me, Goku. What have you been playing?
Man, oh man, oh man. Well, anybody who plays video games started with this game. Because didn't this come out before Contra?
No, not a lot of people know about this game. Trust me.
Really?
Because it's SNK. In Japan, it's more known. In the United States, your average person, you can say Contra, more people will know Contra over this game. So tell people what it is who can't.
So, fair enough. This game is called Metal Slug. It's, like he said, SNK is the
Metal Slug. What though? That's
well, this is Metal Slug Awakening.
There we go. Because there's a bunch of different ones.
I know.
There's a bunch of different ones.
12. 27. There's a black, there's a white, there's a purple, and a green. I know. There's mats of them, dude. There's mats of them. And they all still had the same general story and generally the same like theme. Like, you know, like it's kind of silly, but it's kind of serious. Like
You're just running and gunning. That's
just
what it is.
gunning, but it's
You're military. You're running and gunning.
everybody had their own little special move too. But like not in the very first couple of them, but eventually they started getting little special moves.
I know Metal Slug 1 through 7. Was it 1 through 7?
Yeah, they didn't get
They didn't have them, yeah. And I know there have been other Metal Slug games that. So Metal Slug is typically a run and gun like Contra.
Yeah.
Like, and you can pick up guns and power ups. You just blow up shit. That's what they're like. And they were SNK's version. And sometimes they'll put characters from Akari Warriors in it.
Yeah.
Which is another SNK series. But I think it was Metal Slug Double X was one of the first ones where like characters had abilities, because Ralph, Clark, and Leona from King of Fighters were in that one, and you can do Ralph's little machine gun punch.
Okay. So they had their special moves
in their game,
so they had to give everybody else in the game a special move.
Yeah. So, but this is not a traditional Metal Slug game.
No, this is an MMO, man. This is, you know, online.
Yeah.
There's I think it's like 5,000 people to a server, and there's a bunch of servers, you know.
Weird.
Like, yeah, dude. It's a pretty intense, because there's player versus player, there's player versus environment, and shit. Then there's also player versus environment and player versus player, like at the same time.
So let me ask you something, because I don't know shit about this game.
And then there's team co-ops.
This is what I know about it. So I know it came out on mobile years ago. I saw it.
Well, that was a beta.
Well, let me explain.
It officially just came out.
Let me explain.
Okay.
So I remember, like, just because I see some Metal Slug, I'm gonna look at it. Like, I like Metal Slug.
Mm-hmm.
So I saw something this years ago, and I was like, "Oh, this is mobile," so I'm not gonna pay attention to it. You know what I'm saying? That's as far as my interest with it, because I typically don't play mobile games. So I saw you playing it, and I was like, "Huh." Because you wasn't playing it on the phone, you was playing it on PC.
Yeah.
And I was like, I think I've seen that before. And then I'm gonna find out it was that game.
Yeah,
but it's and like he said, it's not your traditional Metal Slug game. It's like an MMO. Like, you are leveling up, you get different weapons and shit like so. So with that being said, I don't understand mechanically how the game works. So for me and those out there who don't know, walk us through it.
So I mean, it's basically structured like the original. So the very first thing you'll do is you actually do have to play the story mode, and that's where you get your first gun, which is, I think, the HMG or something like that.
Heavy machine gun.
Yeah,
So when you say it's structured like the first one is structured like
no. It's kind of structured. The first levels are like the way that you start. It shows you there's a story. You can do the story, and you have to do the story up to, I think, like level 5 or something like that, and then that's the first time they introduce you to the city, and that's where you see everybody else that's on the server. So that's where the actual like MMO part comes into play.
Okay.
But you can still just play Metal Slug like we used to, just all missions. Like I'm almost done with hard. Like, because the story has 1 through, I think it's 13 or something like that, and then 13 through 16 is hard.
So
you literally have to go all the way back to.
So basically, like, you select missions like you would, you find missions like you would in the MMO or a role playing game like Diablo or World of Warcraft.
No. It's linear.
Well, no. I'm talking about as far as like when you get into like the city and stuff like that. You go meet. That's where you meet up with people and socialize, and
that's where.
And then you go select missions to go to, and then once you get into the mission, it's like a normal Metal Slug game. Is that how it is?
Yeah. Once you're in the actual mission, it's a normal. 2D
going sideways, Metal Slug boss.
Well, it depends on what you pick, because it could be a co-op where you have other people online that are from your team, or just
just like
go against.
That's what I mean. Is it always like a bunch of enemies versus a boss?
It could be player versus player, quite literally. Like, the only other motherfucker on the screen is your opponent, the other guy.
But you select it though.
Yeah, it's
That's
still
what I'm saying.
you choose it. Yes,
Right.
you don't. It doesn't randomly just drop one on you.
So like if you want to just play straight up Metal Slug all missions by yourself,
do that.
you
You
could
could do that.
If you want to do co-op with people, you could. If you
could
want
do
to do
that.
PvP,
You
you
could do
could.
that.
Okay.
Whenever you want.
Okay.
And
And then, but like as far as weapons go, it's not arcade. It's not like you just go into the level
and they give you stuff.
And you kill you like you save one of the prisoners and he drops a gun, and then you save another one, he drops a different one. And
Well, okay, there
like
are those parts. You can save those people, and they will drop guns on occasion.
But it's loot though this time, right?
No. It can be used as the gun, like the way the game is originally. Like they'll give you like a bazooka or something. Yeah. That thing is not like the rocket launcher that you have. This thing is insanely better. Like
okay,
doing mass damage and everything, like way better than anyone that you can get in the game.
Okay.
Well, I take that back, because now they've come out with fucking like enhanced guns and fucking. Then you can also like. I want to say it's like putting a skin on it, but it actually, I was looking at it and it does raise the stats. It makes the gun stronger. It fucking does more damage over time, because I'm trying to get this toxic, I guess, I don't know, toxic enhancer for one of the guns. It's a Gatling gun, and I'm trying to get the little skin or whatever for it, but it's going to make it toxic, and it turns it all green, and it shoots like this.
This Gatling gun, is it loot in this game?
Okay, so
yeah, is there loot and armor and like how's that work?
As you're running along, you'll kill a guy, and sometimes you'll see them drop a little fucking like a gun, and it'll have a little puzzle piece in it. So you got to pick up the fragments. Once you hit 100, you actually build the gun.
Okay.
So there's rankings of guns.
Okay.
But you'll get the same one. Well, not exactly the same one, but you'll get, that same type, like a shotgun or the assault rifle or the Gatling gun or the rocket launcher. You'll get different variations of them as you go through all the rarities of it, I guess. And it starts, from uncommon, it starts at common, to all the way to...
Okay, so that's where the loot and stuff comes in at? Okay, I got you. Okay, that makes sense. Okay.
The best way to like build up like really good loot, either you're one of the whales, and you pay for the shit.
No, I'm not doing that.
You know what I mean? But
No.
It's like join a guild, join a little club or whatever, and just work hard.
I feel that. So here's my thing, man. Like I like Metal Slug, and my first time really getting into Metal Slug was like in college. That's like when I really, really got into it, because like I got into emulation, I had access to them, and so something like Metal Slug games always been very hardcore because they're quarter munchers. They were made to eat quarters. This looks like something that'll be like, if you're more casual, you can get into this, because
you can
do it at your own pace. It's not all one hit deaths.
No,
that's how original Metal Slug is. It's like one hit, you're dead.
I think or you got
life bars.
It was a quarter. Because it was a quarter game
per life. Yeah, you got like 2 lives per quarter.
Yeah, but like then, like when it, like if you had the versions on systems, it was like 3 hits and you die.
Well, there was very few versions of systems that were like that.
Yeah,
like Metal Slug 1 through 7. It was
they still were one hit kills. Yeah,
you had the one on GBA that had a life bar, and then I know did XX? I think XX might have had one of them.
Yeah, XX had a
life bars. Did you know that?
There's and we played that one.
Which one?
The one. Well, no, that's on. Do you put that on one hit kill, or the new one that you?
No, I'm talking about older ones. There are older ones. That are, I like playing them on one hit kill because I'm used to that.
Yeah.
But like there are older ones. Like there's a Genesis Contra game that in America is one hit kills, but in Japan it's like you got life bar. Like
that's interesting.
Yeah, a lot of games were done like that back in the day.
Yeah, but I like the life bar, even if it's just 3 hits.
Yeah,
even though the life bar isn't truly life bar, you only get 3 hits.
No,
that's fine. I'd rather have a couple hits, because I mean sometimes when you're going into fight a boss for the first time, he's gonna hit you at least.
Yeah, I know, and I like the one hit kill because that's just what I'm used to. It's not one's better than the other. It's just the preference thing. So for Metal Slug, and this is what I try to explain to people, because people get bent out of shape over this shit all the time. Just because I do not like a game, it doesn't mean that it's bad. Like there's tons of games that I do not. For instance, I hate Metal Gear and Splinter Cell. Fucking hate those games. But they're not bad games. It's just they're not the type of games for me.
They're too slow for you.
Yeah, they're not for me. And like
you want to run, shoot.
So when I say this about Metal Slug, the reason why I won't really get into it because it's a mobile game and like is going to encourage purchasing by requiring more time. Like you said, you can pay.
Or like
they have to make their money. Yep. You know, I get it. You know, and that's why I haven't been fucking. You know, like I don't really fuck with like XDefiant and shit like that. Because they got to make their money. But that game like is. I'll talk about that game later too. That game is in trouble as well. But so let's see what Mikey's saying in the chat. So Mikey says, so it's like the guns have a star rating or something, and you can upgrade them with the pieces. Is that how it is?
Yeah, actually, there is a star system.
So what game is that from? He's referring to another game, probably. Another game probably does that because that's how he's understanding the mechanic.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably X, because I think X had guns in it too.
What do you mean?
Like Metal Slug X. Wasn't the gun separate?
Metal Slug X was like a regular one of the regular ones.
Okay, but they did.
X is actually a remake of 2.
But I just remember they had life bars and they had special moves like
X.
Didn't you? Which one was it that you said?
Maybe XX.
XX.
That's what. Well, I mean, they're 2 different games. You gotta be specific, man. So, but yeah, like no, I don't have a problem with Splinter Cell, Monkey. It's just they're well made games. They're very well made. It's not the type of games that I'm gonna play because they're stealth games. I don't like being patient and waiting, and I don't enjoy stealth gameplay. So of course,
yeah.
But does that mean the game's bad? No.
And that's why I already knew, like, as soon as you said you hated them games, I knew exactly the reason why.
Yeah, they're just because you know the type of games I like to play. So, yeah.
Like Tenchu.
And I enjoyed Tenchu because you can fight. It didn't like you got punished on your rating for fighting, but like you can still just get through it.
Did the mission if you still did it.
I just killed everybody because that's what I like to do. Like, fuck this being quiet. I said I want to see the white in your eyes before you die. I want us to make eye contact.
You did very often.
I want my sweat dripping off my nose into your brow before you die. That's how close I want to be to you. Yeah, I wanted to be loud, but yeah, like it looks like it'll be something cool if people who like tried Metal Slug before and was like, man, this is one hit kill shit's too hard. Looks like that'd be something that'd be perfect for them.
Yeah, there would be. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And it's like I really think it's a good game, dude. Fucking.
This has got other SNK characters in it too, don't it?
Well, so I don't if these people aren't from Metal Slug, I don't know where they're from. Now there is I keep seeing Kyo, sorry, on that fucking loading screen here lately.
Yeah, he's from
but I'm not sure if it's really going to be him or if they're trying to make like a knockoff of him or maybe it's just a skin for one of the other characters. I don't know, but they're not very likely to be just slapping skins on characters. Or they add new people very often.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, dude. So like, remember I've been trying to get the guy with the knife for a fat ass minute, and I already had both the other chicks.
Yeah.
So in that period of time, they released another guy with a fucking bird and a dog. And then they're about to drop this chick that has like this cannon thing on her arm. Like, and then they're showing KO in the fucking...
They very well could be releasing him because they put King of Fighters characters in different types of games. Yeah. Like, I know King of Fighters Sky Stage, I think that's what it's called. It's a vertical scrolling shooter like Raiden and those type of games. And
yeah.
In 1943, and like but King of Fighters characters, they're doing shooting shit and doing their special moves that throw energy out. So,
damn,
yeah, like they have different games like that.
I could see Kyo being in this game, dude.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because like, it's not very hard for them to slap a fucking gun in his hand. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to capture.
Dude could probably just throw fireballs, dude.
But that's the thing is like. It's probably be his technique because so for instance the dude that I have with the knife, like whenever you activate his special move, he stops shooting the gun and then he's swinging like
Oh, does he?
Because, like, I don't know if I was the first one that they ever seen do that, but I can, like, bounce myself on top of a fucking boss sometimes.
Oh, really?
And just keep whacking them. Just keep whacking them. And then finally,
Oh, that shit.
like, I mean, I usually will turn on my super move also.
Mm-hmm.
So that gives him, like, an extra 5 or 6 wings, too. It fills your thing up, and I have it so he has 3 attacks.
Oh,
So
okay.
I can do 3 of them. So then I do like 3, do the super move, do 3 fucking more.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've just sat on top of this fucking boss for like about 30 seconds. You know what I mean? Just whacking the hell out of him. And I was a part of a little clan, and no, I wouldn't say little because we're second. We've been second for the whole server.
Dude, that's all you play.
A lot.
That's all you play, man.
But I've been getting recognized by a couple of the people that, you know what I mean, like are in my clan that were like, they're still higher level than me, but I'm like catching up. Like it's getting fun. I literally jumped 100,000 fucking hit like strength points or whatever from the last time. Like we really talked about how your power levels are and all that. I literally jumped 100,000.
Like I don't have a frame of reference like how.
I'd say about a week.
Oh, okay, that's how long it takes.
No, that's not how long. I was kind of.
I mean, how long would it normal? How normal something like normal?
I mean, you like you said, I'm playing it constantly. Yeah, so that's the thing is like you gotta constantly like be leveling and going and just killing stuff and just keep on playing and playing. Like it's because there's an experience bar and you have to like fill it up with fucking killing stuff and fucking I don't know. I use the arcade a lot because that's a good way to get the parts and the little
art
notebooks. Yeah, there's an arcade where you can go and like it's just certain levels, same level over and over and over again.
Oh, okay, I got you.
It's harder and harder.
Arcade mode.
Yeah,
you can grind and level up and get parts and shit.
You get the parts and you can get experience from all of it. And it's like I just go in there and there's pretty much just 2 of them that I really do. It's fucking the car wreck one and the one where you get the books. I think it's the one where you protect the little globe thing. Yeah, it's the protection one. And like, I just do those over and over again. I get all the fucking parts that I need to build up my guns. And then there's little booklets that get them past like certain milestones. Like, you know, the 20 to 30, 40 to 50, and you know what I mean? Like so on and so forth. So right now, all my guns, I've opened up 180. That's how high I can get my guns right now is 180.
Oh, okay.
And so, with all that in mind, like it's just a grind, dude, because it costs booklets and it costs experience, and
it's a free game, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I look at.
They want you to spend as much time as possible on it.
Yeah. They want. It's all about engagement. Like they're there. They're not a charity. They're trying to make some money, but at least you can play the game for free. Like you can play it, not spend money. You know.
Yeah.
You're just going to be there longer.
You're going to grind it longer.
And that's okay. You know, I'm super okay with that. It's just shitty when a company would charge for that and then put all this extra shit into it. It's like, no, don't do that. Don't charge a premium up front for that.
And it's like, all the characters, you can eventually get them.
Just keep playing, right?
Without paying some.
Yeah, just keep playing.
Sometimes you can get lucky. Because every time they come out with one, they do always give you this one free spin.
Oh, okay.
In the little genie area where fucking you would spend normal money.
Gotcha box.
Yeah, the gotcha box. So, I mean, shit, you could be that lucky motherfucker that on them first spin, you get the motherfucker pop out the box.
You are the mobile king, man. I'm going to call this Goku's mobile corner. He like him and my dude John, man. Y'all like mobile games. Well, John, he's always on the go. Like, that's why. Like, and nothing wrong with him, you know. But I'm not a big mobile guy, but this looks really cool actually, like for a game that from a series like this and it's free. If you're Metal Slug fan, would you recommend somebody checking it out?
Oh yeah,
If they're fans of Metal Slug,
they definitely. If they're fans of Metal Slug, if they're not fans of Metal Slug,
it ain't gonna change their mind.
they ain't gonna change their mind.
But it's a different twist on it. You know,
Yeah,
it might be something.
this actually could, now that I really say it like that, though, because like I said, it's got PvE and PvP and PvE PvB, or yeah, see, I'm fucking myself up there.
PvP, PvP.
So
VD,
player versus player while you're playing the environment too.
VD, what is it, venereal disease?
Venereal disease.
VDs. So in the chat, Monkey says Call of Duty. Yeah, Call of Duty. They definitely should never charge for that game. That game should always be free. It should be free. It should be like the mobile one. It should be free. But I don't really fuck with that game because bots. I found bots in that game. I'm like, I'm done, dude.
I remember when you
turned me off because
I remember when you did that too.
Yeah, because
Just walking through and you were like, fuck this game. I was like, what?
Yeah, it's like I was on a map called Favela, and then like I'm looking at this dude running. I'm like, why is he moving like that? That doesn't look natural. And then I looked at his name, and I'm like, Favela? And then I looked at the scoreboard, it was like hashtag Favela. It was like Favela, hashtag, and some numbers. I'm like, that's not a person.
Yep.
And they do that for engagement because they can make that bot accurate and kill you. They can make it suck. They can they can make it advertise a weapon. Like
I know.
It turned me off, man. So fuck that. So you highly recommend Metal Slug? You liking it?
I like it.
All right, so let's move on to my section. Like I said, it's going to be a long show. I played a lot of games. So let's move on to, let's see what we got. Let's do this, remove this. All right, so moving on to Kev's backlog section. I played a lot of games. I'm going to try to speed through them, though. I put these two in the same section. I've been playing Ratchet and Clank Size Matters. And Ratchet and Clank, well, not Ratchet and Clank, Ratchet Deadlocked. So there are two different types of Ratchet and Clank games. That's why I'm playing both of them. So Ratchet and Clank Size Matters was a PSP Ratchet and Clank game that came out. I don't really know what's happening in the story because I kind of don't care. Like I don't like. I just like how how fun they are. Like I really barely pay attention to. But I just started it yesterday, I think. So it's not. I'm sure it's a shorter game because it's a PSP game, but I'm sure I understand. They're not hard to understand. It's just I haven't really dug so far into it. I just know like I'm on some island. Some chick was like, "Hey, show us some stuff," and they were showing off. So that's what I was doing. But it's funny because Insomniac used to use a lot of innuendos before they turned into a pretty bad woke company.
Yeah,
they just use innuendos for their games like Size Matters.
Yeah,
but yeah, it's funny because it's on PSP. But what they did is they ported it to the PS2, and it has better controls. So I actually have the game, and I'm playing it on emulation. I'm playing it on emulator. And so it runs better. I can use my controller. I can put the buttons where I want. And what's crazy is I can put the disc in my PC and play it through the emulator. Yeah, I did that yesterday. So that's really cool. Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, it was neat. So like, if I can't find like an ISO or something or a ROM and I have it, I can just pop it in. Yeah. And it'll run the settings that the emulator uses. Yeah, a lot of emulators that you do that now. You just pop your own disc in. Yeah.
I am down with that. I got plenty of old games that I still got discs for. I'd love to fucking play right now.
So yeah, for it does for PS. That emulator works for PS1 and PS2 games. So and that's what I'm playing it on. But so yeah, I'm playing that one. It's a more Size Matters, a more linear style Ratchet and Clank game where you go from planet to planet and you have an adventure. And then I'm playing Ratchet Deadlocked. So I kind of know what's going on in this game because I played it a little bit more, but. They're doing like Ratchet and Clank is doing something, and they're reporting to their boss, and they get intercepted by some ship or something, and then he gets captured. He gets caught up, like just being in the wrong place, wrong time, and then he gets caught in this prison. Like it's kind of like the movie Gladiator. Yeah, it's exactly. That's what the plot is.
That's what the plot is.
The plot is Gladiator. Like
stuck in a gladiator.
For the most part, yeah. Like, but the setup is just a tiny bit different. Like he just kind of get caught up in a crossfire and get captured, and he's like, bring them too. You know what I mean? So, that's what the setup is, and actually, the game in other regions is called Ratchet Gladiator.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. In America, it's just called Deadlock. Not sure why, but So I thought it was just going to be a bunch of like, because in the original, and pretty much every Ratchet and Clank game, there's a planet you go to where you do a gladiator challenge where you go into arenas and you just take waves and waves of different types of enemies with different weapons. You can earn weapons like that. It's always been something in there because Ratchet and Clank is a platformer that's like based on combat. So I thought the whole game was going to be based around that, and it is in a way, but it's not just always surviving waves of enemies. Sometimes the gladiator arenas have different objectives, like American Gladiators course, where you're going shooting stuff and enemies are jumping out and
That's cool.
Yeah, and then sometimes you might ride like you have to do like a vehicle challenge for obstacle courses,
Like having the chariots in the arena, I guess.
Yes, and yeah, sort of like that. But like the racing stuff, I don't like because I want to shoot. That's what, and you do a lot of that, so it's really cool.
Yeah.
Like the weapons are neat too, and I was able to. I'm emulating this one as well, and I have this game too, and I can pop the disc in. And you can also I can pop the disc in and rip it. I can rip the image. I can rip the disc. It's called an image file ISO, and then I can just play it digitally too.
Oh, because you've already put it on the
load faster.
Yeah,
it's already there.
You already stored it to this.
I have a solid state, so it'll load faster. Yeah. Blu-ray drives. I have a Blu-ray drive in there. But yeah, so
basically you saved it to the C drive.
Yeah, I just ripped it. It was like, forget this. I'm gonna just rip it and use the image file.
Yeah, all right.
But the thing is, you gotta use your you have to get the BIOS for your system. The BIOS is just like the BIOS for your motherboard. It's like software that's for that software that's made for that motherboard.
Yeah.
So there's a BIOS for every system, and like the PlayStation emulators, you always got to get the BIOS. You can extract your own, which I don't know how to do. I just go download, which you're not supposed to do.
But you're not.
Yeah, but yeah, Ratchet Deadlock is more of a gladiator style. It's more action, just way more action, and it has co-op in it too, which is kind of neat.
That sounds fun.
Split screen co-op. It'd be sweet if they brought that back with online co-op.
Yeah,
but, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of action. I'm early on in it, but I don't like how the missions end. It's like gives you a win screen every time. And it's a lot like also when you get into the humor stuff. It takes a lot from the movie The Running Man.
Really?
Yeah, it takes a lot from that, kind of like Smash TV, because people are watching it. You're in that gladiator planet.
Okay.
Yeah, people are watching. Yeah,
to appeal to a third party.
Yeah, so it's just like that. There's a guy that's like trying to make some money.
That guy that was
he's a hustler. He's trying to make some money. So in the chat we got my man I Mad Jed. Hey, what's up, man? Nice to see you. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate your support. Well, really, I'm a huge fan of Ratchet and Clank games because they're like Mario game with guns. They're like
Mario game with guns.
Yeah, that's what they are. They're any platform.
Brought that one up.
He has a lot of weapons and guns, dude. It's just like he's literally Doom guy. I've said this before.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has all these guns, and like you really feel like Doom guy and Ratchet Deadlock because that's what you're doing. You're just slaying. You're just slaying, dude. They need to do crossover. That'd be a crossover I like to see.
Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah, with
Doom guys.
Well, not versus, but with them because they're good guys. They out there saving the world. But his arsenal will make Doom guy blush, man. He's got an arsenal. Lo and behold, his arsenal is better than Doom guys because he has more weapons. He has more, and they do crazier shit. They do crazier shit. Like you can turn people into cows.
What's my favorite one? Lord fucking Zed or something like that.
Oh, Mr. Zircon.
Mr. Zircon.
Yeah, Mr. Zircon's the shit. You can turn people into chickens, like ducks. Like it's crazy, man. You can pull people in a black hole.
I was gonna say the black hole one too.
He has like mini nukes that bounce around. Like he has a lot of guns, man. Like and that's like his not even his most powerful weapons.
What do you mean, like?
He has a gun called the Rhino, man.
Oh yeah,
RYNO, and it stands for. Hold on, tell him. Different ones. Not all of them play that song. What's the song called? Is it Flight of the? No, it's not Flight of the Zinger.
It's
It goes dun 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 dun. I forget what that song's called.
Damn it! Yeah, I'm having a brain fart too.
That's the only song it played. Only game it played music in was that Ratchet and Clank game.
Really?
Yeah, that was the only one that's ever played music in. That's why it caught me off guard.
But it didn't play it until after you had it fully upgraded too.
Well, no, I had to be shooting for a while. That's what it was. I had to be shooting for a certain amount of time because it was shooting because they all behave different. Like some of them shoot a bunch of missiles at once. Some of them shoot a flurry of them at the
That
same
one, it started slow and it was like,
Yeah, it's like it was shooting rockets. Yeah, but yeah, like he has a ton of weapons, man. Like
yeah, it's ridiculous.
Tons of, and what the Rhino stands for, rip you a new one.
Rip you a new one.
Yeah, that's what it stands for. Yeah, yeah, that's what you usually got to like get blueprints to put it together. Like, been playing a lot of Ratchet and Clank. I like those games. I'm gonna move on to the next game I've been playing. So, and then also, yeah, Ratchet. They were going to put this. Well, actually, I was going to play this on the PlayStation 5.
Okay.
Because I have it on. I bought it on PlayStation Vita a long time ago as a PSP game, because PSP games can work on the Vita.
Okay.
It can do it.
Yeah, it was the next.
So since I owned it when they put it on PS5, they gave me the copy of it. But they put the PSP version on there that doesn't have a right thumbstick. And the PlayStation 2 version was released after, it was a port, but they gave it thumbstick support and stuff, which was weird. So that's why I started emulating it.
Yeah, that just
Doesn't make any sense.
No, it just makes
It's like you had a better.
too many extra steps.
You had a better version. Why not use that one?
Yeah.
All right, so I've been playing a little bit of. Well, actually, I finished this game this morning. Actually, believe it or not, did you know that?
Yeah, you came in and told me.
Yeah, I finished. So this is Killzone Mercenary. So I forget what number to Killzone it is, because you have Killzone 1, 2, and 3. This one probably came out after 3. I want to say maybe.
And you said this one they redid it also so that the touch parts were thumbstick associated.
So yeah, so this is I believe the 4th. There's 5 Killzone games. There's 1, 2, and 3. There's 6 Killzone games, because there's a PSP one. So this one is, I think, the 5th or 6th. And then there's one on PlayStation 4 as well called Shadowfall. There's Killzone, I think, Liberation. That's a PSP one, and it's a top-down shooter. It's really weird because it has one thumbstick.
Yeah.
And then
yeah. So why would you be tough?
there's a Resistance. Is weird. Like, trust me, it's weird. There's a Resistance game that is on a PSP that's really good. That actually, because I like the Resistance series too. These are Sony exclusive series. I really like, Resistance and Killzone, and they put that game on the PS5. And when you can play Resistance on the PSP with one thumbstick, because the buttons is the aiming. That's how you aim with the buttons.
Okay.
And it's awkward as hell. But
So it was like up, down, left, right.
triangle. But if you had, I know if you there was some way you can hook it up to your PlayStation 3. You can like do some type of remote shit, and then it lets you use the PlayStation 3 controller, and it gave you full controls.
Okay.
So they released that game on the PlayStation 5, and I'll actually I can show it to people right now. Hold on. I'm not gonna play it, but I can show it. Let me see. Let's see. So they released that game. Let's close this. I think right here, see, like, Resistance Retribution. So what they did is that mode I told you about where you can play with the controller. I forget there's a special name for it. They have it called, but it's that version. So you can play it with thumbsticks and everything.
No shit.
Yeah, and it's cool as hell. It's a really fun game.
That looks good.
Yeah. So I'm go back to show you. So yeah. Let me go ahead and play this. But yeah, they have a bunch of different games where it has different modes like that. And so that's why I got the PS TV, is because there's games that are not on PlayStation 5 that are stuck on the Vita. And I have a Vita, so I can play them there, but those sticks are so short sometimes, like, depending on the game. Like, if it's a game that really, like, has a lot of precision,
yeah, you
want to use a controller that has, like, higher sticks. So this, like I said, it's like the 5th or 6th game, and the Killzone is about the Hellgast versus the Hellgast versus the ISA. Like, it's like humans versus these people who are on this planet. Like, Helgen is crazy. I think the humans, like the people you play as, is the enemies, because you come to their planet Helgen and you're trying to take it over. It seems like I haven't played through all of them.
And they look human.
Well, they can't even breathe on that planet. That's why they have these like the respirators and shit.
Really?
They can't even breathe on their own planet.
That's not their home planet.
So here's the thing. You know, it's their home planet. No, it's called Helgen, and they're called the Helghast. It's just the way it is. Their women are bald headed too. Boy, it's crazy. But I haven't played all of them. Like I said, I played some of 2, and I played multiplayer 3. Then I played Mercenary. I haven't played the first one because I'm not. It's shit. I don't want to fuck.
You ain't even gonna fuck.
No, it's just asshole, man. It's like I want my ass for that game. Fuck that. So Mercenary, like you said, the Helghast are the enemy, and like you're at ISA, and there's a war,
Okay.
and they're fighting over resources and shit like that. So, and Mercenary, you're not on either side. You're a merc. And you're working for the highest bidder. So the ISA hired you. I'm gonna spoil the shit out of it because like nobody's probably ever gonna fucking play this game.
Yes.
The only way you can play it is 3 ways. You can emulate it, you can play it on the PlayStation Vita, or you can play it on PlayStation TV. So I got it on the PlayStation TV, and like you see all those little touchscreen movements and shit on it. Those have been mapped to controllers because like when you play it on the PlayStation TV, the developer, they have to enable a mode where the game can work on it on the PlayStation TV because the Vita is all a touchscreen system, so there's touch controls that won't transfer to a controller. So the developer has to get work done to translate it over and enable it. So they did it for this game, and it makes it work beautifully because I played the game before. And like I played it was hard to kind of see because like it's a graphically impressive game for a handheld. It looks insane for a handheld. The effects and animation, like I'm surprised they got the amount of animation. The animation looks better than some games out today.
Really?
Like it's so much done into the animation. The art had a lot of. The animators were like really, 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 really good. They were really good.
That's interesting.
Isn't it replaying? It should replay. Hold on, let me see. Forever. It should just replay. Don't tell me it's stuck. Let's see.
Oh man.
Oh,
there you go. Get it?
I mean, no, it's playing. I
Yeah.
make sure.
But we're gonna have to get up and watch it every time.
Sure. I'm not sure. We optimize it. But yeah, it's a very impressive looking game, and playing it with a controller just made it better. Like it was just a much better experience.
Yeah.
It took me about 6 hours to finish it. It's not a long game, but had a lot of fun with it. What I enjoy about Killzone is like the art. Look at it.
It's
like,
good.
It looks crazy.
I watched you play some of it.
Like you wouldn't believe a lot of people wouldn't believe like this is a handheld game that came out like back in what 2012. I want to say maybe.
You're telling me like I didn't.
They got dick stabs in it and everything.
Yeah,
yeah, you can stab people in the dick.
No, you like drag it across this whole center of his body and shit.
One of my favorite things to do. But yeah, like it's just a linear shooter, real cinematic, but like if you look at the animations, like and how the guns pop off, like it feels good to shoot guns. So I'm gonna definitely play Killzone 2 and 3 because like it feels good to play, man. Like it just really does.
Yeah, and you said that like they fixed the whole like screen touching thing, and like you like to like purposely like rip dudes in half. That's what you said.
One thing I don't like though is they didn't translate, like they didn't think about this. The hacking games, like they're made for touchscreen, where it was very fast. You have to do it with a controller, and it's so slower.
Hacking and stuff.
Yeah, it's so much slower. It sucks. That's the only thing that sucks about it. But
I'll give you more time.
No, that's the thing. Yeah, they didn't. Yeah, it's not balanced for that.
I think that part through.
But like, there's only one that like really stumps you. It's like one of the first ones that has like 2 layers. But after that, it's fine. But I really, 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 really like Killzone, and I'm gonna stream 2 and 3 for sure because like I haven't played them.
Okay.
I played 3 multiplayer. 3 multiplayer was a lot of fun. It's like when you hit somebody with a gun on here, man. It's the visual impact you get. Just let's watch. Look. It is like it feels good hitting stuff and
it looks like they want you to.
It's
possible.
It's like porn, dude. It's like gun and explosion porn, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, look at it, man. Just stabbing the shit out of people, and like the thing is, like it's like a standard military shooter, but it's sci-fi too. It's like real gritty though. That's what I real like about it. Everything's real heavy, and like you get these things called vanguards, and they're like kind of abilities you get that it's like an additional ability. You might get this owl thing that comes down that flies around and shocks enemies. It's like a special ability that charges up.
Okay.
Or you get this one thing that like your rocket launchers will open up over your chest and you target enemies and just hit them with like fire forget missiles. There's like all kinds of different. There's something that shoots beams down from the fucking sky. Like it's a cool game, man. And the multiplayer was fucking. Yeah, I'm gonna have to keep fucking doing it.
Yep.
The multiplayer for it was like super fucking like it was dope, man. Like it was the multiplayer was really good for it because it'll change modes. Like they had one where different multiplayer mid-match the mode will change.
Mid-match.
Yeah, like you'll be doing an objective mode and then some other objective mode to start. Like it was crazy. It was a fun game though. I really enjoyed it. Had a lot of fun with it. But yeah, if you can play it, definitely check it out. It's a lot of fun. Killzone Mercenary. All right, so moving on. Hopefully, I don't have to keep going this for easy.
That would just downright be a pain in the ass.
What I can do is this. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna
put it on a loop yourself.
I'm gonna just kill this video. That could be what caused it. And then I'm gonna go back to the show videos and then start this one. And then remove this. Alright. So I played another game too. Like I said, it's gonna be a long show. I played a lot of games. So I played Space Marine, Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine 2. So I streamed the first one as well. And like a lot of people ask me why don't I talk when I stream. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. And the reason why I don't, there's a couple of different reasons. Like sometimes like there'll be people here, or sometimes they're I'm tired, exhausted from work, so I feel like talking.
You know, it's funny. Coincidentally, just before I got on, I noticed my son was on Discord, and guess what he was playing?
This, yeah. So, and like sometimes, I don't want to ruin the game because like I want you to hear all the sound effects. The sound is very important to me. I want you to hear everything because this game is like sound is super like adds to the immersion. Like the chainsaw and the hammers and everything exploding. So it's a sequel to the first game. And like, if you're a huge Warhammer fan, it's definitely worth the money. If you're not, if you just want a action game, like it's a good game, but like it's not some super deep game. It's more akin to, you would get the same experience you get from like Gears of War.
Yep.
It's not like Gears of War though. It's like not a cover shooter at all. No. You're out there slicing, parrying
in the middle of battle.
Yeah, you're a third-person shooter. It's a third-person shooter. It's like the first one. You have access to your range and melee weapon at all times, and you combine the two. That's what the combat is. And like they added a parry mechanic on here where you can parry, and that's really the new thing to it. Really, that's the only thing new.
The parry.
Yeah, and they said they wanted to make a throwback game like they used to in the old days. Games that's full of testosterone like this. You know, they got under hot water because like they didn't want to get involved in politics. They wanted to keep it out the game, and like people were trying to make them react. They didn't. They said we just want to make a fun game. That's all we care about, and that's what they did. So it has like I said, it's a very beautiful game. Combat's good. Difficulties need working because they probably will balance it because people are complaining about it. But it's not hard, but it's just how harder difficulties work. A lot of people are not happy with it. It's 3-player co-op for the campaign, and then there's co-op missions where you level up a character and a class and guns and stuff like that, and kind of like you would in a role-playing game. And like there's just like 6 different maps to do it in. They're like PvE maps. Then there's PvP modes, and they're adding a horde mode to it.
That's what you were telling me.
So I'm looking at like the missions in the horde mode. I'm not gonna play the PvP, but
You're not
the PvP.
Why?
Why?
You gonna try it?
I don't want to play that for PvP. Like it's not my type of game. Like I don't want in a PvP game. I like first person shooter.
Okay, you don't like the third person.
Yeah, I'm not a big third person fan.
So we played Gears of War 2. It was never PvP. It was always PvE.
I played the PvP in Gears a couple times and was like, yeah, that's not for me.
Yeah, I'll get there with you.
And they usually don't make like deathmatch games for for third person games. Like it's usually some type of objective or elimination mode. I'm like, yeah. But it's just I don't like I like looking at the guns reload. That's why I like Killzone. I do.
Like watching the guns reload.
I like the animation. But there's a lot of people who do. Like a lot of people will tell you out there, like them animators do all that work for a reason, man. It looks awesome. You should.
You told me
hear it.
You watched the one thing where real soldiers were sitting there saying like, "Oh yeah, he loaded that pretty accurate right there."
Yeah, there was a show called was it Combat? I can't remember the name of it. But yeah, he was like, yeah, that's really how long it would take to reload a gun. But yeah, them animators, they really get into it, and I like seeing that art. But this game, it didn't take me like long to finish, but I think over time, like once they add the content they're going to add, is going to be nice. But I'm waiting for the horde mode. But I played this game. I finished it too. So I finished. Like I said, I finished Killzone, Shadowfall. Not Shadowfall. Killzone.
3.
Killzone Mercenary. I finished that. Hey, look, it's looping over and over. I think if I switch videos, I need maybe deleting that video fixed it. I don't know, or maybe I need to pause the video first before I switch. I don't know. Who knows? Next time I will. But yeah, like I finished this game like quick because I enjoyed every second of it.
Yeah,
like
dude.
It's visceral when you hit somebody with a weapon. Like it feels good. They got the power sword in there too. Like it's fun. And I picked it up on Steam because they have like default controls for it, but they don't have anything that resembles the classic controls. Like it's made for a controller. Like I tried keyboard mouse and I can do it with it, but really it's made for a controller because it was a controller game. The first game came out on 360. But there's no controls that are similar to the default controls. So I just use Steam's input, and it allows you just to set everything where you want it. So I had a real good time with the game.
Yeah,
so yeah, and I have a profile save for it and everything.
You're welcome. I remember I was the one that suggested it.
I knew about it. I said, well, the thing is, like, I was too lazy to do it. Like, it's like I don't want to do it.
But it's not really that hard. It doesn't even that time consuming. Really,
it's not that. It's just an extra step. That's all it is. It's another extra step I have to do. You know how much converting I got to do? I have to. That's the Ratchet and Clank games. I have to do that. Like I use for the PlayStation 3 Ratchet and Clank games. I use an Elite Xbox One controller, just because you can't change the controls in that game. So I have to hook that controller up to an Xbox or my PC, configure it for Ratchet and Clank, and then hook it up to a converter on my PlayStation 3 to play it. I do this a lot. I had to change the controls. Like that's why I like using emulators, because a lot of times it's simpler. You just set the buttons where you want. And that's why Size Matters works really well in the PlayStation 2 emulator, because you can set it up exactly how you want it, because you want right trigger to fire and they got to set the circle. You see what I'm saying? And you're shooting guns and strafing the shit.
Yeah, no, it doesn't work.
But that game was made for a single thumbstick handheld.
Yeah.
So they had to
doing all the other stuff with the screen.
Yeah, they had to make some concessions. There was ways you can fix it, but like it was crazy. Like that's why emulation just made it work better. But other than that, man, Space Marine 2 a solid game. Like graphics good, sounds good. The story's awesome too. Like if you played the first one, it's connected to it. And like there's stuff that happens like that. I don't want to spoil. I'm not gonna spoil for anybody, but like if you played the first one, they're connected, and at the end you see that there's something that happens that was pretty cool. So yeah, definitely check out Space Marine 2. So. All right, moving on. All right, so this game here. So I figure this would be an appropriate game to talk about too, because it's a game that's made by the same developer that made the game that we're doing for our main event today, Vanillaware. But this game's called Muramasa Rebirth. It's based off of a game that came out in the Wii called Muramasa the Demon Blade, which is kind of like a game called Odin Spear. Like all these Vanillaware is a developer. You know their games by their distinct art style. If you see them, they all kind of like have the same art style. But the art is like beautiful and
it's good.
They're really good. Like they're really good looking games. So Japanese as hell. But go ahead.
You get to pick either the dude or the chick?
Yeah.
Oh, Oh, see, and you picked the chick, so I didn't even know there was a dude until I just seen this.
And that's a whole nother story too. So yeah, and then like I have the Rebirth version, which has a whole nother storyline with other characters that have their own stories.
Say that different characters than they're even showing right here.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. So
Let me play that.
The thing about this game is it's on the Wii, and you can play it there. You can play it with the controls are weird, obviously if you use the waggle, but you can use a controller. But up is set to jump, which is kind of weird, but not really because up is set to jump with Guardian Heroes. That's not a problem.
Yeah.
You know. So, but they remastered it and released what's called the deluxe version, or which you want to call the definitive version of games that they do.
Yeah.
So they released it on the PlayStation Vita, and it's stuck there. Like you can't play it nowhere else except like the PlayStation. This is where you can play it: PlayStation TV, PlayStation Vita, or emulation. It's the only ways you can play it. And when you play it on PlayStation TV, it has a PlayStation TV mode where they know that you're using a controller, and, you know. And I use a PlayStation 4 controller, and you can jump to a button because that's how they have it set up. And it is a game that it's a side-scrolling beat 'em up RPG hybrid. That's kind of like the game we're going to play. Yeah. But it's single player, and it's on a single plane, and the combat is just crazy. Like it's like playing Charlie Murder, Devil May Cry. Like it's all over the place. You're in the air. So I really like it, and there's random encounters. So you're just running and combat happens. Yeah, and then like you get what's cool is like you have 3 swords equipped, and then like swords have a meter, and that's you manage it with special moves and guarding and deflecting, and then you have to swap between your swords. And if your meter is out, your sword will break. Well, you don't lose it; you just have to recharge it. But yeah, each like sword has its different special move, and like you can cancel certain swords into like certain special moves from swords into other moves. Like there's certain moves you can do in the air, certain ones you can't, certain ones you can cancel out of, so you have to just mix and match. And you can switch your swords in mid combo. And when you switch a sword, like you hit every enemy on screen. It's really cool. Man.
You were showing me that.
Yeah, it's a really cool game. Like I really like it. And the art.
That was like the first thing that you kind of showed me was the art.
And it is crazy. Don't tell me, why is this doing the freeze thing?
It did freeze. It looks like it.
Oh, it's not even stopped.
Oh,
I don't know what it was doing. I don't know. They're gonna have to update it. I'll update it. But yeah, and then the art on it is like just gorgeous.
Yeah,
it's got gorgeous art.
Like I said, it is the same company, but it's almost spot on the way they drew everything.
Yeah, it's just,
they must have been working on both of them at the same time or something, maybe. Yeah.
And the music's real good. And what's crazy about the chick is it's a girl, but like there's a demon that's possessed her. Like pushed her soul out of her body, so he has her soul, and he's trying to get a stronger body. Like it's crazy. But if you have a way to play it, man, definitely check it out. Like it's stuck on the Vita. They need to like. I'm gonna be mad if they port it because I bought this PlayStation TV to play it on my TV.
And then they ported it all of a sudden.
Yeah, I'd be pissed. Like I said, I could have emulated it, but I don't know. I wanted to play the regular version, and like it looks great on PlayStation TV, don't it? Yeah, this is a really good. When I played on that new monitor too, because the new monitor I got is an OLED. It's a nice OLED. I can turn it sideways and shit like that. So I really like it.
Good.
And shit like that.
Shout out to all the players out there.
So, yeah, definitely check out Muramasa. It's a really good. So we're gonna jump into the current events.
Okay.
I was gonna go through my games pretty fast. Cause
that's what's up.
Like I said, we got a lot of. I played a lot of games, man.
Yeah. I mean, I played a lot of games too, but I didn't like have the videos. I just kind of like went through the list. My bad. We usually only do like 1 or 2 games, so that's why I didn't prepare.
I just had. Well, you didn't have a lot. Give me, and I was like, I'm gonna just go through the shit I just been playing recently.
It's all good.
So, moving on. Oh, it started playing again. That pissed me off.
Just as you were like,
switching the video, started playing again. So moving on to the current events. The first one we have is Nintendo and the Nintendo company is suing Power World. So yeah,
I mean,
we saw it coming. I talked about it.
Yeah, and I even kind of agreed with you.
Yeah.
And it's like then I researched it, and interestingly enough, You're the one who kind of gave me the idea to do it, but I actually used an AI to search the stuff up, and it was like having a conversation back with me as I was researching the stuff.
Yeah.
So that was kind of cool.
I do it all the time.
Yeah.
GPT's awesome, man.
Yeah, I was
Got
the co-pilot thing on fucking Microsoft.
Oh, was you?
Yeah.
Somebody need to make one called Skynet, but spell it different.
So
that's trademarked.
I mean, I'll say this. There are quite a few of the pals that look a lot like Pokemon. The way the PAL spheres look and act is a lot like a Pokeball. But that's just like fucking sitting there and bitching about fucking Pokemon the card game when you used to play Magic the Gathering. Remember, that's my bitch right there. And I even posed that to the AI too. I was like, but couldn't you say similarities between like Magic the Gathering and Pokemon the card game are quite similar also? Even though it came out first.
I'm shaking my head, yes, y'all.
I know, and you know what? The AI had nothing else to say, but you are so totally right, or something like that. Like it could only agree.
Because that's the thing. Like, it's not that Nintendo is saying that the PALs look like theirs. It's not that. It's the mechanics that Nintendo is arguing. Nintendo is like, hey, nobody can use a ball type item to capture monsters. You see what I'm saying? That's what Nintendo's trying to shit like that. They're arguing mechanics, and here's the thing, and the issue is like we can moan and groan all we want, but that's Japanese law. See, here's the thing.
Okay, so are they having the lawsuit in America or are they having it in Japan? So if those are the rules of that they have there, well then what the fuck are we?
Well, here's the thing. Like, here's the thing. It's not as simple as we're saying because we're not lawyers. You have to understand that. We know very little on the surface, very little. But the stuff that I've looked at, the way law works in Japan, like Nintendo, for the most part, man, they got the squeeze on a lot of these companies because they're allowed to get away with shit like this because Nintendo's allowed to do it. So because
it's their biggest moneymaker.
No, just because Nintendo is a big Japanese company. That's all it is. Pride and honor is a thing to them. And the big thing is a lot of the Japanese are agreeing with Nintendo because they're looking at it as Power World is being disrespectful to Nintendo because they're not representing it the way that Nintendo would like it. And trust me, that's one of their big rubs.
And now I'm shaking my head no.
And
right
here,
now.
Well, I mean that this is what I've heard in Japan.
And I know I don't disagree with what you're saying, but I'm just shaking my head that it's like so. Well, just stupid.
Well, I'm not Japanese, so
yeah, I guess
I'm looking from the outside. We're looking from the outside in, so we can't understand. You see what I'm saying? Those things we won't never understand because we're not Japanese.
Because we're not, So,
yeah,
I mean,
and we don't know Japanese law. But what I do know is back in the '90s, Capcom went to court over a game called Fighters History or Karnov. Fighters History, Dynamite or Karnov. Data East had made it, and it was a Street Fighter clone. And they took them to court in America and lost because they were like, they told Capcom, you can't copyright. I mean, trademark and copyright, two different things. And I can't remember which one Nintendo is going after Power for. I can't remember. But they told them that they couldn't. You couldn't copyright a genre like fighting. You couldn't do that because like Data East had put out Karate Champ before that. You see, and it goes back to what you said. Like, and believe it or not, Pokemon wasn't the first monster catching franchise. Do you know? Do you know which one it was? You probably won't. This is a hard one.
Yeah, this is a hard one.
I would have never guessed it. I would have never guessed it. I would have never put it like that. I would have never guessed it.
I think I do kind of remember it. Was it? Okay, so Monster Cat.
The first monster catching, mechanic.
It was a Slime Rancher or something like that.
No.
What was it?
It was Shin Megami Tensei. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Yes, I'm saying. Yeah. That was the first series that ever used monster catching like that.
So What did you do in that game?
I don't know, but I just know that's the first one.
Oh, okay.
I know it's a series of role playing games that birthed the Persona series. But yeah. So in the issue, one of the issues is if Nintendo wins this, in which they probably will, it's just going to set up. They said it's going to set some type of precedent where copyright, where indie companies being able to experiment with different mechanics like that. It's like Nintendo gets to pick and choose who gets to use mechanics or not. That's what it's boiling down to. And that's going to set a bad precedence because we won't get shit like this. Like Power World mechanically is completely different than Pokemon.
It is.
Yeah,
it is.
You know what I'm saying? It's not.
I played the game thoroughly.
But if Nintendo wins this, then like indies are like, it puts companies in a bad position because they won't be able to experiment and do things like this.
Nope.
You know,
they won't.
We won't get Mortal Kombat. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You see that's what happens. So it's
the kind of the discussion that I was having with the AI is that it said,
man,
a lot of
right there, baby.
Well, it was saying good things. It was saying, like a lot of creative things came from something before them. You know what I mean? Like inspiration from something that person had seen before.
Mm-hmm. See, in the chat, we got Spicy Life 314. He said, in Persona, you would talk to the monsters. See, yeah. I know, because Shin Megami, that was the first series to use that shit.
Okay.
So, yeah, but, I'm interested to see how this turns out. Like, I think it's bullshit, but, because it to me, like, the aesthetic looks like something, like, it doesn't, the thing is, like, it's so hard to say because like I know, like, I'm looking at them, I know they're not Pokemon because I know what Pokemon look like.
And
but your average person don't. You know what I mean?
And they don't all necessarily behave as Pokemon either. Like they all see, like you see the two birds that were flying. Those are the best glider in the game.
Well, that's the thing.
Yeah, they threw down that tortoise thing to and see like he's flying on a firebird over the lava. That's the safest way to go traveling. Like and then so he's in the ice area, so he has a ice kind of one with him. Like they have all different kinds of different properties too. Like they all. Then sometimes when you ride one, it will just be its normal self. But then other ones that you ride, they have guns. The freaking pals have their own guns. There's a couple of them that have guns.
I know, it's a different type of game. Like it's a survival game first and foremost, and monster catching is just one of the mechanics.
It's one of the few mechanics because there's a lot of building and grinding and fucking. Then you can fucking breed them and fucking make fucking ultimate ones. And dude, there's so much more than just Pokemon. Got to catch them all in this.
And they said they're going to continue to update it. They said, support it.
They've already put in special events.
I'm talking about during this lawsuit shit.
Oh, they're still going to keep updating it.
Yeah, they said it. But they're putting a hold on the PlayStation 5 version for the time being. Obviously, they probably can't afford the money.
Yeah.
And what I think is going to happen is like this is what's going to happen. I think if they had the money, this is why, like back then when we first talked about it, I was like, Microsoft should buy them.
Then Nintendo wouldn't say jack.
Well, no, it's not. Well, it's not that. I'm not sure. Maybe not. I don't know. But
this would be so brave.
This is what I do know. It's not that. It's just they'll have money to fight. This is what's going to happen. I think if I had to guess, because their game is so different, I'm sure the court will rule. And what's the name of the company? Hold on, let me. I think I got it written down right here. I can't think of the name of the company, but the company who makes Power World. I'm sure the court may agree with them because their game is like because they're asking like what they responded. Nintendo was like what copyright or what trademark.
Yeah, what are we infringing?
Yeah, they were like they're waiting on that. All that. So it's just going to cost them money, and like what I think is going to happen is they're just going to run out of money in court. Nintendo's going to keep them in court so long, and because this happened with this company called Bling where they were making emulation for PlayStation games on Dreamcast.
Yeah,
and the court was agreeing with them, but like Sony kept taking them to court for not continuances, but like kept them in court and buried them in legal fees and stuff, and the company went out of business. So I think that is what will happen here.
dirty
Like,
fuck.
yeah, companies do it all the time. Companies do that shit all the time, and I think that is what's going to happen here. And when I had mentioned, months ago, Microsoft should buy them. That was one of the reasons, because they need financial protection.
Yeah, well,
Because if they was in court, Microsoft got money. They can fight Nintendo forever. They got
they
way
can
more.
fight just as long. Yeah.
Well, longer. They can buy Nintendo if they want it. You see
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like they got, Nintendo lawyers are good, but not when they got like Microsoft giant lawyers like that. They got pockets that's longer than the fucking dig to China, dog. I'm telling you. They motherfucking pockets is deep, boy. And people with long paper, man, take longer to crack.
Yeah, apparently, yeah.
So we're gonna move on to this useless topic. I don't understand why this is a thing. So Sony announced the PS5 Pro. Did we really need this? Like, I looked at it, I was like, we don't need mid. Like last generation, the big issue was they launched like underpowered, like bad. So I understand why they did this, but like they're trying to make this a habit now. And they haven't even got everything they got out of the PlayStation 5.
No.
It's like it's still intact.
Yeah.
And Sony's been like raising the prices of the PlayStation 5 in different regions, raising the prices of controllers, raising the price of subscription, and then they're doing this. And then it's a fucking $800?
Yeah, dude, it's fun.
Without a disc drive?
Yeah, no.
Without the disc drive?
I only watched one video. That's all I needed
Yeah,
to see.
it's
I was like, nope.
Did we like
Nope.
And then like they keep just remaking remasters. Did you know that? Like The Last of Us is getting a remaster. It's like, why does that game need a remaster? It came out on PS4. They did a couple remasters of the first last man.
I mean, it sounds like they're just giving it little touch-ups and fucking calling it something else so they can charge you more.
Packaging it and selling it for a whole fucking $60-$70, man.
Like, that's ridiculous.
So it's like
Immediately I said that.
it's like this is man. And like the sad thing is like people will eat this bullshit up. Like people gonna buy it. It's like people gonna complain about it and then buy it. It's like there is zero reason. Like at the price that you're paying for this to buy in, like in some countries you're looking at over $1,000, man. Just start building a PC.
You know?
Really, like for real. Like you have a laptop that costs you like not that much.
Paid I think $175 something.
That's what I'm saying. So imagine
Decent.
So imagine the PC you can build for $1,000.
Right.
Yeah, you can build it even you used to be able to do it way easier because of inflation, but still now like you can build you a decent PC for $1,000.
Yeah.
Something that can play some shit, but like and not even and the reason why I say that is just because the amount of things that a PC can do. You can just do more.
You can.
You might
Like you said, sometimes you can run across the bullshit.
Yeah.
It has its problems too, but
It's crazy, man. Like I don't understand like what's the need for this? Like there is no it wasn't like the PlayStation was struggling to run games, the PS5.
no.
Like I don't get it. Like they had to zoom in real close and slow videos down just to show the differences in videos. And Digital Foundry had to do a video to show some differences. It was crazy, man.
I bet you there wasn't even. You said they had to zoom in and slow it down, so there was minuscule.
Yeah, there's changes, but like it's not worth what they're asking for.
That's ridiculous.
And like they already sold a ton of them, like of regular ones, and then they releasing this like
Pre-ordered?
no, I'm talking about just regular PS5s. Like they already got a bunch of them in the market, and it's like you're asking your customers to spend even more money for this.
For this other one that's just minute better?
Yeah, it's not that. Yeah, it's for the money you're paying. It's not that. It's like if you took my PS5 and gave it to me, yeah, we good then.
Yeah, I mean, fair trade. Go ahead.
Yeah, we can swap it, but no, not for what y'all fucking talking about. Yeah, I don't understand it. And then they have this anniversary edition that they're taking pre-orders for. They're only releasing so many, so scalpers go crazy. I don't understand. Like Sony's hubris is like so big right now, and I don't know how this thing. I can't say how it's gonna do. I know I'm totally not interested. I'm not interested in any refreshes. Like I'm really just sticking to PC.
Yep.
Like really,
on PC a lot.
I'm really just sticking to PC. Like I'm happy with PC. I'm happy with my monitor.
Be dragging my Xbox out here soon, so we're gonna be hearing about some Rocket League here soon.
Oh, okay. Yeah, with that monitor.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And the TVs now. Oh yeah.
Yeah, like this, like that Xbox Series is all I need because it plays all the Xbox games I needed to play. Plays my old ones. It plays, and then PS5 the same way. It plays all my PS4 games.
Yeah,
I have emulators. I'm good, man. I don't need
I
that.
already know.
So I don't know why Sony did that, but I digress.
I digress. I'm with you.
So moving on to this hot mess.
Oh boy.
This hot mess right here. So
Oh man.
Concord. So Concord happened. So Concord was a hero shooter that was put out by Sony, and this shit was made by it was influenced by activists. So I don't know if Sweet Baby Inc. had anything to do with this game, but I know they may have, but I can't remember. Like they got their hands in so much shit, but they also Sweet Baby Inc. got let go by Square. Square let them go.
Yeah.
Square Enix. Yeah. They
Finally, somebody turned them down.
yeah, they start. Well, what's happening is like the last show we talked about, Marty O'Donnell was saying that the composer for Halo, he said that
wasn't helping.
this stuff's not helping. He said the reason why it's happening now is because it hasn't made it to the top yet, because what it's doing is affecting companies' bottom lines, and we're going to talk about that the next video. But it's starting to happen, and companies are starting to see. Like Square saw it, and
Cut their ties.
well, that's what I'm thinking, because we don't know if Square is going to do anything internally. But this was a Sony game, and Sony had bought this from another company and then renamed it Firewalk Studio. So there was a rumor that it was like 400 million spent, but then that rumor I think was debunked. But we know a lot of millions, 200, potentially 200 million was spent on this. Like a lot of millions were spent.
That's way too much.
And it's a hero shooter that's like Overwatch that they charge $40 for. The first thing people didn't like is like the design of the game. Like it looks bland. Only thing is really good about it, in my opinion, is animations. It has real good animations, but like the characters are really boring and dry. And is what the personality of a hero shooter is the hero. That's the focus. Like Overwatch and Paladins and shit like
Paladins,
that. Yeah, so it was that type of game, but those games are free.
Yeah.
This was $40. So that happened. That was working against it. It had really, really character designs nobody liked. Like it looked like a very dollar store generic game. Like character art design wise.
Man.
And it had your pronouns in it. People wasn't happy about that. So the game launched. And it was on the market for 12 days, and they pulled it off the store shelves, dude.
They just pulled it because nobody bought it?
The player count was so low, nobody can get games.
Wow.
Yeah, basically, well, Monkey in the chat says Temu Overwatch. Yeah, he's not wrong. Yeah. That's exactly what it is. Temu Overwatch.
Temu Overwatch.
Yeah. That's what it is. He's not wrong, man. He is not wrong. So, like, I don't really care for those type of games, but I'm just like, man, how did this game like do this bad? But nobody, I mean, I can look at it and you can kind of look at a game and just be like, yeah, I can see nobody wanted to play it.
That one.
Well, here's the thing: is like, why should I play that when I can go play other games that look better for free?
Yeah, that's what.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Paladins is a great game. I was thinking about picking it back up. I still have it in my library.
Overwatch 2 is free.
Overwatch is it is free.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
it's Apex Legends.
So Apex is a battle royale, but I'm talking about just like as far as hero shooters.
Oh,
the game that's like Overwatch and Paladins, like specifically like those. Why would you pay $40 for this when you can go play those for free? Yeah. That's a hard sell.
You wouldn't.
Yeah, it's like it doesn't make sense. Like,
here didn't make dollars.
Let me tell you why. Because what they wanted to do, I agree with the business model. Hey, pay for this game one time, you get all these updates for free.
Yeah,
good with that. But the game didn't look fun. That's the problem.
Yeah, it was generic. Look, it
looks generic. Yeah, it looks generic. Yeah, it didn't look fun. So, and the thing is, like, you have to have a player base for that to survive. And I'm looking like, I don't know if I should invest in that because I might be the only one and I'm wasting my money. So, but they shut the game down, shut the servers off.
12 days?
12 days.
That's fucking...
Not even 2 weeks. And they refunded everybody.
That did buy it?
Yeah. I've seen games get done like that, but there was a second Afro Samurai game that happened like that. It came out.
Really?
It was so bad that they shut it down and refunded everybody. But there's physical copies of this where people didn't get refunded. You just got a coaster.
Okay, so you got the physical copy.
I think it's a disc in there. I don't even fucking know. But yeah,
you took it in the bud.
but you can't. Yeah, that game's because it's an online game, so it's dead. It's dead. So Concord, and a lot of people felt it died before those reasons, and it being a real woke game, having pronouns, and the developers were like they were arguing with people online. Like it's just like just don't do that. Just make games. Like And this is and here's the thing. Like this is what I've been saying the whole time. Like that this woke shit was going to happen. I've been saying it like for since the show started. I was like, people got their head in the sand. I said the industry is about to y'all about to see how shitty it's gotten, and it's gotten real shitty. So this game, like I can understand why it didn't do as well business wise, because a lot of people are like just tired of the nonsense. Like people are tired of like like politics don't belong in games, and like people are pushing back now. Like people are voting with their dollars, and that's what they did with this game. People voted and was like, no, we don't want this shit. Like this is and the problem, the big problem is they're forcing it in other existing properties. That's what's really making people upset. It's like make your own stuff, and you know why they won't make their own stuff? Because when they do, nobody buys it. Nobody wants it.
No.
So leave the shit that exists alone already. Yeah. Leave it alone. Make your own shit. They're fine.
Your people can play it.
They're fucking around to find out.
You like it that way? Go ahead, you play it then.
There's been artists that have been doing like reworking these characters, making them look way better.
I bet.
Yeah, and then like AI has been redesigning it. People been using AI to redesign the characters. Yeah.
Yeah, and they probably like give them like different AIs too, so that
just redesigning them on paper
to make them look different.
On paper, they're just like drawing the characters and like, hey, this is what has made the game appeal to more people. Because it's an unattractive game. Like people like looking at pretty stuff.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And so it made the game look unattractive. Like that, you have to make your game look appealing. That's because the first thing people see is how it looks.
Yeah,
the first thing you see it. You have to see it. So, but there's rumors about it maybe relaunching free to play, maybe reworking it, but the company might get shut down because they lost a lot of money. They spent all that money over the years, and then they only made $1 million, and they made nothing really. They refunded the fucking game back.
Yeah.
So Concord, you can't pick it up no more.
It's dead already.
Dude. All right. So. All right. All right, moving on to our little last current event here. We have the Ubisoft stock. Ubisoft is just doing bad altogether.
It's sad that this game did as poorly as it did.
Ubisoft stock is dying. Like their stock is I've watched it. It has literally fallen off a cliff. Like it's gone under $9 a share. And it was like at $90 at one point, dude. It dropped like 90% real fast. Damn. But so what's been going on with them is they told us months ago when Prince of Persia came out, which is a good game. Buy that game.
Yeah.
That new Prince of Persia Metroidvania game.
Yeah. Forget
what it's called, but that's a good game. But they said get used to not owning your games. So yeah, so that's what people are pushing back. People are not buying it. And like this game, Star Wars Outlaws, I watched a bunch of stuff on it, and like it's bad for a bunch of reasons. First of all, like they thought there's assumptions that it was a Han Solo game first.
Yeah,
they said it was a Han Solo game. DI happened, and they made it a chick, and then like she's ugly because the actress is very beautiful, and the West has been doing that. Like West been making their artists have been making women ugly for some reason. I don't know. I'm sure it's some propaganda, some political something, yeah. But the character's ugly. There's a lot of bugs. The game, like, you can't steal. You're outlaw. Like, there's just a lot of problems with it. People don't like the story. People don't like the game. So sales, it's tanking. And then the shareholders were asking, like, hey, what was looking for before it came out? They were looking for pre-order projections, and they were trying to hide it from the shareholders because they wanted them to keep investing.
Yeah, I bet they did.
Assassin's Creed, this game is even more trouble.
Yeah.
Did you check out what's going on with it? Oh yeah, it's on fucking fire.
Yeah.
So the whole everybody,
It's a dumpster fire.
everybody knows about the whole Yasuke thing. I'm not gonna go over that anymore about how there's a whole bunch of they paid Yasuke as a samurai, black samurai, and there's inaccuracies and he wasn't, all this other shit. So that happened, and then like there's a bunch of historical inaccuracies like throughout the game in the text and writing, on weaponry, armor. There's problems with there's a sign that was like broken. It's a gate. And it's like a half gate, and it is something that is disrespectful to have to
Oh, really?
Yeah, it has something to do to signify the bomb.
Fucking gates?
Yeah, how it's
Like,
broken
really?
at one after the bombs drop.
Oh,
So
that one right there where that dude's walking under?
yeah, but it's one that's like there's one that's like that's very like there's a specific one in Japan that signifies like it was like after it's like after the nuclear bombs in Nagasaki or something like that. I can't remember, but they used that symbol. And one of the little figures in the promotional art for Yasuke is behind him. Yeah, like they've done all types of crazy shit. Like Japan is pissed about this game, and they hired Ubisoft.
Been trying to piss him off.
Ubisoft hired Sweet Baby Inc. to do damage control for them to write an article to say like, hey, all that backlash about the game is coming from Americans that are using translators to translate, and it's not. Yeah, it's not what it is. It's Japanese people really
are pissed the fuck off.
Yeah, there's
Not
respect.
just pissed off. They're really pissed off.
Was getting involved.
Yeah,
Like, what
they're
is this?
really fucking pissed off.
They take pride and stuff very seriously. So what ended up happening is like Ubisoft pulled their game. They pulled their showing from Tokyo Game Show. Yeah, they pulled their whole booth and showing and everything.
They did.
They pulled that. They canceled all Assassin's Creed Shadows interviews and press interviews. And then not only that, they delayed the game. The game got delayed to Black History Month. February 14th, I think, is the release date for it now. They did that. What else happened?
They're just
And then something else fucking crazy happened. Hold on, like let me see. I think I got it in the notes right here.
say poor little fella.
Oh yeah. So hold on. So and then there's unions that are telling the workers to strike, like. And then the board, shareholders, the board has they're investigating. They launched an investigation into why are you losing us all this money. So yeah, that company is on fire. And then real quick, I looked at my notes. Something about Concord I wanted to mention, and this is a problem amongst like. This is something you can learn in life. So they said in the office in Concord there was something called toxic positivity.
Toxic positivity.
Yeah, you can be. Yeah, and I've heard my friend Tiffany say this before. She said something about being positively toxic. You can be over positive. So in the office when you're working on any project, you have to be open to criticism. You have to. You have to.
Yeah.
That's how you get better. So you weren't allowed to criticize Concord, none of that. You weren't allowed to say anything bad about it or point out anything bad. So that's part of the reason you couldn't speak against it. You can get fired. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like that was one thing that was going on with that. And like it's apparently it's woke trash. Nobody liked it. But yeah, I'm sure that's a lot was happening with stuff over here, like with Assassin's Creed, or people that are not allowed to speak up about it. But yeah, Ubisoft, they're in trouble, man.
They're striking the fuck out.
They're striking out. They are striking out.
If it was a baseball game, they're on strike too right now.
They fired the whole team.
Oh yeah.
They fired the coach, the general manager, they fired everybody. They done fucking demolition the stadium, man. But Ubisoft is in trouble because that company, man, I'm sure the company's not going to go out of. I'm sure they're not going to buy out this, I'm sure that's not going to happen. But financially they're like hurting. Like their stock, like I watched it, it literally looks like it fell off of a cliff. You see the red line just hit the fucking ground. I was like, holy shit. So they're on fire right now. And like this is what happens when I'm trying to tell gamers, look, especially ones that play fighting games, stop buying it.
Yeah.
Monkey, stop buying Star Wars. I don't care if it's Star Wars, stop buying it. Because when you stop buying it, this is what happens. It does. Like I quit buying fighting games, man. I said, fuck that, man. I said, fuck this.
Yep.
Like when you push back, like all we need to do is quit buying. We got backlogs. We got backlogs for days. Stop
free shit.
Yeah, there's free shit.
All the
Stop
time.
buying stuff, and the industry would correct itself. Like that's what's happening, and that's what's happening. Like there's like I said, Square Enix is they got rid of Sweet Baby Inc. as their client. Like a lot of people pushing back against this shit because like it's hurting the bottom line. And like what's happening is shareholders are now asking questions because they do all this shit without the shareholders knowing.
Yep.
They do. Like I'm sure a lot of shit like that happened where I work at. Like a lot of shit was happening, shareholders didn't know it. And then but once the way that they find out shit's going wrong is
when their money.
They're like, okay, what's going on? Then they want to, you can do whatever the fuck you want. They don't care as long as you making the money. That's all the shareholders care about. But once that money start going down, you have to answer to them. Then they're gonna want to know. Then they're gonna be like, well, why are you doing this dumb woke shit and it's losing us money? Like just like with Inside Out too, like there was a whole big thing about Disney internally. There was like, hey, we gotta like not make it gay and shit like this because like parents have been upset about that because you know documenting kids and shit.
But it's too late. They're doing that shit.
Well, no, like none of that shit was in that movie because Disney wanted to make money. Like I said, these companies do not give a fuck about anybody. They don't care about none of y'all. They just want the money because it's the shareholders. It's the shareholders. They
give them the money. Yeah,
they're the ones that fucking call the shots. So yeah, Ubisoft, man, they are in a lot of shit because they're doing shit that people don't want.
Yep.
So it'll be interesting to see what they do with Assassin's Creed Shadows, man, because that shit is under like a lot of fire. It's under a lot of fire. So all right, so we're gonna take a small break. And then we're going to come back to the main event and we're going to dive into Dragon's Crown Pro. And I think you guys are going to like it.
Yeah.
Especially if you like beat 'em ups, good art. You like Muramasa.
You like Muramasa, you like this.
Yeah, it's a slower game, but man, it's a lot of fun. So much fun.
Oh, Elf Chick, she gets kind of fast. You playing the warrior guy.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about just combat wise, it's slower, trust me. I've been playing Muramasa and I know, trust me. Yeah, so we're going to get back to y'all. So just hang 1 second and we will be right back. Welcome back, everybody. We back and we about to jump into the main event, Dragon's Crown. Which one are you supposed to use? You're using that white controller, good sir. Make sure you got sound on that. Can you hear that? What?
Yeah.
All right, good. All right, so we're going to start this up. So yeah, this game, Dragon's Crown, we're gonna let the intro rock a little bit because it's one of Vanillaware's games. It's like a beat 'em up hybrid role-playing game. It puts me to mind like if Guardian Heroes, as I mentioned before, if it got a modern update, a little heavier on the RPG side because you have equipment, potions and stuff, but the combat is totally beat 'em up. Like you're busting ass. The art is really good, as you can see right here. And we're playing a pro version. Pro is just, I don't even know all the real updates. What's really I don't even know the differences. I think I know the music is different in one of them.
Yeah.
Like one of the main differences, but I'm not sure why it's called Pro. I'll probably have to look that up. It has a good character variety. You got about five-ish characters or so. If my count's correct, it has really a lot of content in it because
it's 5 characters.
5 characters. It has a ton of content. There's like 200 and something levels after you finish the game.
Yeah.
And the tower.
You gotta keep you up the tower.
I'm looking forward to that because this basically like survival. You just gotta get to the top. Yeah.
Grinding.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to that. It has a lot of depth to the combat. Like you purchase moves, you unlock moves and skill points.
I like it.
Yeah.
The elf she's got a lot of little fucking quirks, but she can jump around, yeah, man.
And most characters are like very different. Like they have unique ways of like launching enemies and you know doing what they do when they get in the air, and they play differently. Like they all play differently.
Yeah, you like the warrior because he just stays there.
Yeah, it was
sword and shit.
My favorite is the Amazon though.
Really?
Yeah, that's my favorite. And you'll see because that's what I'm gonna play with today.
Yeah.
Like I said, a lot of depth in it. Just tons of depth. You can do character builds. You can build your character certain ways. There's different items you get that can do different things.
Yep. Those will go tie into the whole character build thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I know.
And then it has online multiplayer, which is really neat.
It is interesting.
It's cross play between like 5 different devices. You can play it on, let's see, PlayStation 3 where it launched at. You can play it on PlayStation 4, PlayStation Vita, PlayStation TV, and PlayStation 5. And what's cool about it is you can, if you have it on Vita and PlayStation 3 and PlayStation TV, you can play online for free, because I was trying to play one of my buddies. I was like, man, I only got PS Plus. And then I was like, wait a minute. I was like, I can play it on PS Vita or TV. And I booted it up, and lo and behold, online works for free. So that was cool.
Yeah.
But some of the cons is only on Sony consoles. So like that's the only way you're gonna get it. But good thing is you can get it. That's the good thing. Like you can get it up to date. You can get it on PlayStation 4 or 5. So and there's no training mode. And then you have to essentially like kind of finish the game before you can play online.
Really?
You can play couch co-op like from the get-go, but like
so that's why we can't play online yet?
No, we can. Like once you get to the stables.
Okay.
Like once you finish Route A for every stage.
I see.
Once you open the stables, you can play online, and then you can do Route B with everybody.
Yeah.
And then as I mentioned before, the online for Vita and PlayStation 3 is free, man. Excellent game, though. Excellent game. All right, so let's go ahead and hop into it. Yeah, Monkey, I seen it, man. I like your setup too. When I went and saw it the other day, I'm very impressed by it, Monkey. Very, very, very impressed. Da 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 da. All right, here we go. All right, let's give them something to look at. All right, so are you signed in?
Probably not.
Hold on, let me see.
I try not to push the button until you tell me to.
See if you can sign. Just push the.
It says push start, so it's.
Yeah, push the options button. Push that one, I think.
Yeah, I got it.
All right. He wants you to choose your character. There you go. All right.
We in there.
All right, we in there like swimwear, baby.
Same.
Yeah, he'll come check it out. He said you need to come check out his place.
Yeah, yeah.
Dope. It's not that far from here.
See, I started using the
D-pad.
Yeah,
I mean the analog stick. Yeah. Hold on, man. Hold on. We gotta show off the art. Look, man. Ass, titties.
Yeah,
see, look.
That's what you
she runs. She runs. You see titties. Look. See, look.
And then she stops and like,
boy, look. You see her swinging. But like her ass was to that though. Look at that, man. Look, you see it. Look. You see it. Look. Look at that ass. Look. Damn. She's, oh shit.
I didn't mean to kick you.
Look at that, man. In town we can't hit. I mean, in combat we can't hit each other. Damn, look at that ass. She has a move where she does an ass drop. Look, let me show you. Hold on, don't move. Hold on. Watch this ass drop. Hold on, no, watch this ass drop. Look. Boom. Hold on, let me see that ass on you. Look. You know she liked it. He liked it too. Look, he liked it, boy. He was smelling it. He had his nose in the air. He's like, oh yeah, that's what he was doing, man. That's what I would do with my nose in the air and see that. He was looking up like it was heaven. He's like, oh Jesus Christ, it came from the heaven.
Came from the heaven.
No, that's not Jesus, man. That's just a nice big round peach up there. All right, so hold on, we got to go to the shop too, man. You already know. Morgan, that's her name. Oh, check this out, though. Look, let me show you something. No, look, watch this. Look. If you click her face, it says the Jews who seem to enjoy her work. You click her ride, look. That's cool. I didn't know that until the other day. You click on them too, though. Look. Yeah. She gonna turn me a stone. You can rub them. Look. Yeah, I'm rubbing them. Look.
That's when you move like they did in the.
Nah, they don't. They don't move.
Not move.
They should. That'd be make it better. But they just jiggled a little bit when you poked on them.
Just a little bit.
Rub them in a circle like that. See, the line is how you know I got my finger. See, this is why I really like this game. Because you don't know I got my hand pressed down.
That is, you are pressing the little amp.
Look, she's going to turn me to stone, man. Like, look, girl, I already got this stone in my pant. I'm going to drop it in you. She ain't ready for it. All right, let's leave her alone. You need to check your items, bro, before we go into the dungeon.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, go ahead and check the items, man.
No,
It's this butt right there.
No, I know. I don't know what she's rolling with.
Oh, yeah, you got to see what she got. Yeah, this game got armor and equipment and shit like that. Hey, Monkey, is the sound, is the sound balance okay, Monkey? Let me know if it is, man. If you can't hear us good, let me know. Because I can hear pretty good.
Yeah.
Welcome to my shop. What do you like?
Nothing.
You know what I like, girl? Shit. I already know it. She asked me what would I like. Shit, don't look, showing titties. Look, she's showing titties like that. She should not be asking me what I like. She know what the motherfucker like. She knows. She fucking know. She know. She acting. Yeah, she acting. She acting. Yeah, she acting. What would you like?
Alright.
What would you like?
There ain't nothing.
Both of them. I want the left one and the right one. Shit, I got two hands. Shit. Like,
What do you like?
So
You look-
alright, so this is
what would you like? Shit.
fresh start, almost. I don't know.
What would you like? Look at her. Look at that strut she got. Look. Yeah. That's the boot. I call that the booty jump. I want to see her turn around too. Them titties look nice. Alright. What do I got? That's 6. Alright, I think we can do it. Come on, we're gonna go to the stables. We're gonna run one dungeon. The Minotaur. Alright, we'll do the Minotaur. Alright. Nope. Stables right here. So this is where you can go online at right here. It'd be asking me for PlayStation Plus, but it don't do it on the Vita. We're gonna do the Subterranean Forest. Let's ride out, big dog. Can't go yet.
The underground fortress built into the canyon. The Killzone has been mounting a fierce offensive to try and reclaim the fortress.
Sure, she crazy, man. He's a filthy lucre. That's what he is. Yeah, I really when I first played it, the combat felt really odd, but okay, so sometimes they do get enemies right here.
Remember a couple things here?
Look how fast I'm going now. My berserk was crazy.
And then there's just that one.
That fella's annoying. What are you trying to do?
No, just trying to remember some of the combos.
Do you have the skills for it?
I don't think I have all of them. That's why I was like,
You can check. Check.
I don't think I have the double jump on yet.
Check.
Oops.
Oh, you can't check here.
No.
Oh, okay. All right.
Unless I push on a button.
No, don't do that.
I know, that's what I was like. I
Push circle.
That's what I'm pushing now.
Push the X. Push X.
Yeah, thanks for killing me. My bad.
What are you buying?
It was like obviously the first time
Angry
accidentally pulled up.
Say what?
That was the first time it was pulled
Oh
up.
yeah.
Honestly, because it was even a little run through.
This is a guest account.
Yeah.
Taking that bag.
What? Taking all of it?
Say what?
You're taking all of it?
Yeah, come on, bro.
Oh, ammo that.
The king before the previous ordered the construction of
The enemies, though.
more forces. Preparation for
Nice.
the underground force ensconced in the canyon.
I really like her.
Oh yeah.
You want him?
Hell yeah. You gotta like talk him out.
Oh, you want to kill him?
No, you don't have to kill him. You just
Oh,
have to
you
keep
just want
him
to ride him,
yeah.
don't you? Yeah. So I want to turn him into food, dog. I am.
Almost pulled me into
Oh,
it.
that's bad, man. She be moving like that on his legs. He can't help it.
We went too far. He didn't open the chest.
No, he didn't.
I just kept bouncing him. That was fun. Save the bones.
Oh, well, I wasn't even picking him up.
I did. I got some.
She should be in a Thugnificent. Yo, booty butt cheeks.
Booty butt
Cheeks. Booty. I hate these things.
Scorpions.
Because they're all low to the ground.
I know, but
Oh,
the
this
dagger
dude-
gets. Oh, this guy. Oh, and that was a fucking trap.
Thief.
No,
Oh, this is
the
the
chest was.
Oh, this dude's a thief, too.
I know.
Oh,
Fuck. Don't be picking that shit back up. Oh, he blew me up, bro. Yep, here you go. Grab this dagger right here. If we deal with these little monkeys right here, just go. Dead. There he is, that filthy
shit.
Luca.
I can do a double. Yeah, see, the combat is deep. Like, using this system.
We have him open this. Wait. You know, just have him do that. You want to do the magic thing?
Nah.
He said, "Now, fuck that shit."
We gotta get out of here. We trying to finish the show up.
I understand.
Yeah. You want that big dog back there?
No,
I don't want it.
nah, it's all good. Better be careful though. We got this fire going in here.
She just found, dude. Look.
Oh, he was dead. I'm still trying to shoot at him and shit.
There was a berserk I did with her, man. I was flashing white. She was moving like super fast. I need to work on that.
We got them arrows.
Oh yeah, with a crossbow.
No, crossbow has its own. Ooh, be careful. Knock that
Oh,
way.
no, yeah, the fire. Yeah. Alright, we good. Let's break that. Get that money, get the money.
Oh, I want to eat this food real quick. You got some too? But you go, yeah, we're going to eat it, yeah. Fuck this room.
That was not that bad.
It's not that bad. Still, right there, yep. Shit catches on fire, it's time to get going. Oh, wait.
It's gonna do it automatically. Remember, we can't avoid it.
I was gonna say, it hasn't caught on fire yet.
It will later if it's ever do come out.
The crap is not that one then. That filthy Luca. Oh, hey, a bee chest. That's not bad. Yes, that's not bad. What you can do. Yeah, buddy. But he was running to go get that next one and shit. Oh, dude.
Oh, my bad, man. She just does it, man.
Oh, here we go.
Let's get out of there.
A particular bouquet stands out amongst the aromas of enemies. It is the unmistakable odor of a large beast.
Oh, you can use, I forget, like, you can set the voice of your narrator to any one of the characters. I forgot about that. I have it set to the Amazon. I usually have it set to the Sorceress.
Yep.
That's my baby. Big ass. Hey, she got. I was eating the food over there for a second. Pretzel stuff.
My bad, I'm gonna crush that.
Let's rat out. Uh-oh, I think we have the boss.
Nah, yep. Oh, that was you, damn. I thought we had to go. Alright, no problems. Come back through.
Shit.
He's fighting over there at that wall, but you know.
I was gonna get hit by a splash down.
That.
Got me on that one. Look, she bent over. Look, she wanna take it. That's what it was. She was like, I need it. That's my booty hole.
Oh.
Oh, he got me too, man. I dodged right into his fucking blade. Get up, bro. Oh, shit. Got his bitch ass. Alright, Monk, man. I'll catch you later. We wrapping up anyway. Peace.
You don't feel well, but you are able to exit the
Got a couple B chests out of that. Decent.
That's cool, man.
Semi-decent.
That's cool, big
armor.
man. So just hold it right there. All right, so we're gonna wrap it up. All right. Well, we hope you guys liked that game. We really enjoyed it.
Always.
Shit's a lot of fun.
It's been a while though. I had to
Yeah. But we're gonna go ahead. We want to thank everybody just for hanging out.
always thank you guys.
We appreciate all the support, everybody who comments, everything. So, and we hope that you guys find some games that you like. Share some with us too.
Share it with us.
Yeah, share some with us. That's what we do this for. But review the games. If you like a game, review it. It helps, especially indies. It really helps them. If you like a game, share it with people. That's what we always talk about.
Yeah.
And again, especially if you want to help the developers, spread the word for them. That helps them get that out of
It
there.
helps.
Again, thanks for hanging out. And we were glad everybody was able to join us. Sorry for the long show. We ain't did it in a while. I had a lot to say. We hope you had fun. Tune again next month for more. I will have this stream edited sometime, but it is here on YouTube, so the unedited version will be here, and it will be processing sometime early next week. Where you can find us at, you can find Goku over at a couple of different places.
Yeah, I'm around now.
Yeah, he's all over the place. I know he's at twitch.tv/SonGokuBlack81. He's on Twitter. He's on Twitters, X.
I kind of have it, but I don't really be on it. I got I'm on Discord a lot. Goku Black. I have. Shit, I'm having a brain fart.
You probably can't hear you because you're back there.
Oh yeah, I'm on a lot on Discord. I have, I guess,
But Discord is something that's like private, man. People really can't just reach you. They got to know your Discord name and shit. You know what I mean? You got to give them that.
I guess.
Yeah, you have to. Or if them connect with you, how they gonna connect with you?
I mean, I've had.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm sure you have to give it to them.
It's all good. It's just that Twitch one for now, I guess. And I haven't really been on Twitch. I have a not Facebook, but a YouTube. But I haven't really done much with that. I put a couple things on about Bro Royale, but
That's it.
that's about it.
Shit, you ain't played no Rocket League in a minute, bro.
I haven't, but I'll be playing it very soon.
Y'all can find me over at obviously here at YouTube, and then at Kev Galaxybender, because we do one show a month. Usually the fourth Saturday of the month. Again, I'll edit it once it's done processing. With that being said, thanks again everybody for hanging out. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you all again next month. Be well. Goku and Kev the Galaxybender signing off. Peace out.